BOGO time at Bridges True Value in Kings Mountain. Buy 1 gallon of Easy Care Platinum or Ultra Premium interior or exterior paint or Easy Care Woodsman exterior stain and get the second one free. Every gallon of these top quality paints and stains give you the smooth application, vibrant color, and impeccable finish you want. With BOGO savings like these, you can do twice the projects for half the price. Visit Bridges True Value today, 301 West King Street in Kings Mountain. While supplies last, certain exclusions apply. See store for details. Offer ends September 2nd. Just in Time Plumbing, a leading residential and commercial service company, is family owned and operated. Serving Cleveland and Gaston counties, Just in Time Plumbing can handle any job, from leaky sinks to sewer backups, complete remodels, new construction, gas piping, and more. And they offer green sky financing on all projects. The licensed service professionals have extensive experience and take pride in providing first-class service on time and on budget, 24 hours, 7 days a week. Call 704-600-8350 for your free estimate or quote, or go to quotes@justintimeplumbing.net. Just in Time Plumbing, every time. 107 South City Street in Kings Mountain. For all of your auto performance needs, head to Kings Mountain Auto Supply, located at 904 West Gold Street in Kings Mountain. No matter the car or truck you drive, Kings Mountain Auto Supply is what you need to keep you on the road. Talk with one of the local staff members for your hard-to-find parts at an affordable price. You get top quality and service with a smile at Kings Mountain Auto Supply, 904 West Gold Street in Kings Mountain. If you've ever been in a tight spot and needed a tow, it would have been nice to have the number for Crown Automotive Group in Kings Mountain. With 24-hour towing service, they can have you back on the road. And don't worry about that fender bender. Crown Automotive can straighten it out in no time at all. Just call Crown Automotive Group at 704-739-3363. And be sure to check out their line of nice pre-owned vehicles. You too can become one of their happy customers. So write the number down, 704-739-3363. You never know when you may need a tow. Crown Automotive Group, 5124 East Dixon Boulevard between Shelby and Kings Mountain. Enjoy the taste of the fair. This is the theme of this year's 2019 Cleveland County Fair, set for September 26th through October 6th. Come and enjoy the flavors of the fair in the best way possible, celebrating 95 years. It's fun for the whole family. Ride Offer Shows will be back with more rides than ever. Enjoy 2 big nights of the Demolition Derby, and pig racing returns this year to the Cleveland County Fair. So make plans now to bring the family out for a taste of the fair. The 2019 Cleveland County Fair, September 26th through October 6th. For more information, call 704-487-0651 or go online at clevelandcountyfair.com. Now's the time to buy your new Kubota from Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain. Right now, pay zero money down. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months. Come on in now for all the details. All for good on the Kubota BX Series, the Kubota B Series, the Kubota L Series, and the Kubota MX Series tractors. Again, 0 money down and 0% APR financing for 60 months. Get your new Kubota today at Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive in Kings Mountain.
Buying a home can seem like a daunting task, but it's really not with Homestar Financial. With a short phone call, we can get you pre-approved. Once pre-approved, you're free to shop for the home of your dreams. At Homestar Financial, we can tell you the price or payment range that you qualify for. Your realtor will appreciate that you took the time to get pre-approved. So call me today. Let's make buying a home a dream come true. With Homestar Financial, it's quick and easy with no surprises at closing. Call today.
At Brinkley Financial Group, financial planning is about more than investing for retirement. It's about building a relationship with money that enables you to greet whatever life throws at you with confidence and peace of mind. That relationship can begin today with a call to Brinkley Financial Group. Brinkley Financial Group is a family-run business, and they understand what all your hard work and worry is about. Start planning today with one call to Brinkley Financial Group, 704-423-9690. Brinkley Financial Group. They can only succeed when you do. Who are you? You're not a goat. Oh, you say you feel like a goat since you didn't buy your car from Renato Auto Mall in Shelby. And now you're putting up with a bunch of bull. Don't be like my friend here. You get no bull at Renato Honda and Renato Kia at Renato Auto Mall in Shelby. 4423 East Dixon Boulevard. Don't let another dealer get your goat. It's the Summer to Drive Yamaha sales event at Full Throttle Powersports in Gastonia. Yes, it's time to get out and ride. Get up to $3,000 in customer cash and load 2.99% APR financing during this special event. And check out the new Yamaha Slingshot, the ultimate joy ride, with rebates of up to $2,500 and 2.99% APR financing for up to 60 months. So get out and ride during the Summer to Drive sales event at Full Throttle Powersports, 100 Indian Walk, exit 22 off I-85 in Lowell. Buy from the originator, not the imitator. Before you buy your next set of tires, check around and compare, and you'll find the best prices at Okies Tire and Recap in Shelby. With name brands like Goodyear, Mastercraft, Michelin, Yokohama, Firestone, GT Radio, Dura, and more. Plus, Okies has used tires too, and road service is available, and they'll rotate and balance your tires for the lifetime of your tire. Okies Tire and Recapping, 800 West Warren Street in Shelby, Cleveland County's hometown dealer for over 39 years. Don't get buried in debt this fall. Basic Finance in Shelby has the cash you need. Drop by their office and see them soon. They'll have you jumping for joy. Maybe you need cash for a new mower, a new car, or home improvement. Basic Finance in Shelby has the cash you need. Just call 704-481-0111 or drop by their office at 306 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Again, get approval today. Call 704-481-0111 for Basic Finance Company. Remember, golf on Saturday, church on Sunday.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into our Brinkley Financial Ronaldo Auto Mall game of the week here at KTCBroadcasting.com. Brent Pasco and Jeff Jones bringing you Shelby at Kings Mountain in a battle of unbeatens here in Week 5 of this 2019 season, Jeff. And last week, a couple of big games, Shelby and Crest, but nothing's going to be like this game. Two teams ranked highly in their respective classifications here at John Gamble Stadium.
Yeah, it's going to be a big time atmosphere, big time game tonight. Kings Mountain, as you said, undefeated, 4-0. They defeated Burns 34-6, Monroe 35-20, TC Robertson 48-0, and West Mecklenburg 35-7. The Golden Lions come in 3-0, and this is, believe it or not, this is the 98th installment of the Battle of Buffalo Creek. People will tell you this is the second oldest rivalry. Well, it is the oldest rivalry in North Carolina High School Athletic Association. It's just not the oldest continuous rivalry. The first game was played in 1923. Shelby squeaked out an 80-0 win in 1923. The teams played again twice in 1926, tied both times 0-0 and 7-7. And from 1926 to today, the teams have played every year except for 1943. And legend has it in 1943, Kings Mountain did not have a football team due to World War II. With the exception of 1943, though, every year, at least one time from 1926 to today, Shelby and Kings Mountain have played, and it is the Battle of Buffalo Creek. And it's hard to imagine a game that has been more looked forward to than this game, with two undefeated teams that seem in so many ways to be mirror images, not giving up many points and scoring buckets.
These teams come in, Kings Mountain averaging 38 a week, Shelby 50 a week, and this against no slouches, Jeff. I mean, you look at the opponents, Shelby, Freedom, AC Reynolds, Crest. You went through the Kings Mountain teams, Burns and West Meck and TC Robertson and such.
Monroe.
And Monroe, both teams playing teams that are perennial playoff teams and putting up lots of points. There's, kids that are being recruited for Division I on both teams. Kings Mountain, though, the home team, looks to be a slight favorite tonight. They come in all black with yellow helmets, Shelby in all white, so there could be contrasting looks out on the field tonight on this brand new turf field here at Kings Mountain High School.
Yeah, this will be the second varsity game played on this new turf, and it's a beautiful surface, and we should be able to show off a lot of speed on both teams, because you got to love running on a turf surface.
We got some speed both ways. Kings Mountain led by wide receiver Kirby Paysauer, quarterback Ethan Reed, and running back Rashard Brooks. Shelby, of course, led by senior quarterback Isaiah Bess and his trio of receivers in Jahari Mitchell, Giovanni Daly, Camarde Husky, and let's not forget 1,000-yard rusher Danye Fuller. And his backup, Omar Phillips, who's had to take over most of the load with Fuller out with an injury the first 2 weeks of the season.
Absolutely, and you take a look at this Kings Mountain squad. They're led by Ethan Reed, junior quarterback, and he's 42 of 65 for the year. He's already thrown for 834 yards. He averages 19.9 yards per completed pass, and he throws for 208.5 yards per game. Rashard Brooks, the running back thus far, he's got 58 carries for close to 453 yards. He averages 7.8 per carry, 113.3 yards per game. And then you throw in Paysauer, and Paysauer has been seeing a lot of double teams and a lot of specialty defenses. He's got 13 receptions for 307 yards, but Quentin Davidson, senior, number 3, he has 13 receptions for 299 yards and 5 touchdowns. So they have a number of ways to get the balls to get the football to their playmakers, and this is definitely a team to be feared, and the goal line defense is going to have their hands full tonight.
Absolutely. Like we said, athletes galore out here tonight at John Gamble Stadium on a beautiful early fall, late summer night here, where we've finally seen temperatures drop, for the first time below the 90s throughout the day. Jeff, it's perfect for football. Our pregame show is sponsored by Bill Schuver Heating and Air in Shelby and Bridges True Value Hardware in Kings Mountain. We're going to take a 3-minute break on this pregame show. We'll be back and talk more about this big contest, Shelby and Kings Mountain, here on WOHS and KTCBroadcasting.com.
Do you know what Putnam Distributor sells? Auto parts, truck parts, stuff for all sorts of equipment, plus 25 brands of motor oil, hydraulic fluids, filters, batteries, even nuts and bolts, and all at low prices. Putnam Distributors is located in downtown Patterson Springs, just 5 minutes from Kmart and the Cleveland Mall. Go south on Highway 226 or Highway 180 and just follow the signs. Putnam's prices are low on everything and for everybody. Call 704-487-9395 or visit them online at PutnamDistributors.com. Buy from the originator, not the imitator. Before you buy your next set of tires, check around and compare, and you'll find the best prices at Okies Tire and Recap in Shelby. With name brands like Goodyear, Mastercraft, Michelin, Yokohama, Firestone, GT Radio, Dura, and more. Plus, Okies has used tires too, and road service is available, and they'll rotate and balance your tires for the lifetime of your tire. Okies Tire and Recapping, 800 West Warren Street in Shelby, Cleveland County's hometown dealer for over 39 years.
When it comes to flooring, there's only one name to know. Willis Flooring Shop at 2247 Kings Road, Shelby, across from Carolina Auto Glass. Specializing in flooring of all types, tile, hardwood, LVT, and carpet galore. Stop today and see their beautiful showroom. Willis Flooring also carry granite and quartz countertops, and professional installation is available. Call Greg at Willis Flooring, 980-404-0065. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30. Willis Flooring Shop, Shelby, proud to support Shelby Golden Lion football.
The Creekside Clock Restaurant in Shelby takes this time to welcome all the American Legion Baseball World Series teams to Shelby and Cleveland County. We wish all of you good luck. Check out their specials like ribeye or New York Strip USDA Choice Angus 10-ounce steak. Hand-cut daily and served at your choice of one side and Texas toast. Get 2 for $22. And enjoy their Saturday morning breakfast buffet from 8 till 11 a.m. and their weekend buffet, Friday and Saturday 5 to 8, Sundays 11 to 2. It's all you can eat at the Creekside Clock Restaurant, 1025 Kaiser Street, right off Highway 74 East in Shelby. Don't get buried in debt this fall. Basic Finance in Shelby has the cash you need. Drop by their office and see them soon. They'll have you jumping for joy. Maybe you need cash for a new mower, a new car, or home improvement. Basic Finance in Shelby has the cash you need. Just call 704-481-0111 or drop by their office at 306 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Again, get approval today. Call 704-481-0111 for Basic Finance Company. Remember, golf on Saturday, church on Sunday. Now through November 15th, get up to $500 in instant rebates with the purchase of qualified American Standard equipment from Bill Shuford Heating and Air in Shelby. But that's not all. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months. Come in or call for all the details, 704-484-0025. Again, up to $500 in instant rebates on qualified American Standard equipment and special 0% financing for up to 72 months. Bill Shuford Heating and Air, 213 Camel Street in Shelby, online at BillShufordHVAC.com.
Welcome back into our Bill Shuford Heating and Air and Bridges True Value Hardware pregame show here at Kings Mountain High School. It's Shelby at Kings Mountain. Jeff here in the Battle of Buffalo Creek. Right before the game, Jeff and I were able to talk with Coach Greg Lloyd from Kings Mountain. We weren't able to get him on tape, Jeff, but you were able to get a hold of Mike Wilbanks, head coach of Shelby.
Welcome to our weekly coaches conversation. I'm here in the Shelby High Fieldhouse with head football coach Mike Wilbanks. Coach Wilbanks, first off, congratulations on a big victory against Crest High this past Friday night.
Thanks, and anytime you beat Crest at anything here at Shelby High School, it's a good win. And but like I was telling somebody, and I think I said it last week on the pregame show, that the rivalry is special because they got a good program and good coach, Coach Evans. So getting that win over a quality team and quality coach and quality program was, we enjoyed that.
When you spent time watching that film this week, what kind of stuck out to you as far as what we did well?
I think just the interior line play on both sides. I think the offensive line did a really good job of, they brought pressure a lot. They brought a lot of blitzes. I think the offensive line did a good job of picking it up just enough to let Isaiah step up, move around the pocket, make some throws, and then late in the game, when we were in control of the game, able to run the ball. So I think the offensive line did great. The defensive line, I think they controlled the line of scrimmage. I don't know what the stats are. And I know Chris ran the ball, the yardage may not tell it, but the defensive line got after him pretty good.
Well, definitely a great victory, but no rest for the weary. You come right off of one big county rivalry into the oldest rivalry in the state of North Carolina, the Battle of Buffalo Creek. What kind of difficulties does back-to-back rivalry games bring to you?
It is difficult because as much as we try to preach to the guys, forget about that one, let's move to the next one. They're teenage guys, and they enjoyed that win, and they probably went to church and went wherever in the weekend and heard everybody tell them how good they are. And Monday's practice, we had to push them a little bit Monday, but then by Tuesday they settled in. And again, that's a credit to that big group of seniors, the great leadership we had. They were able to refocus by Tuesday's practice and get ready for this game, it's another big one. It's a big one.
Well, and I imagine being able to show some film of this Kings Mountain football team had to help because they are an impressive team. Tell us a little bit about what we're looking at this week.
Yeah, you can't fool kids. And some weeks we watch film and they know what we're playing against. And sometimes the opponent may not be, a high-level opponent. When we show them like Kings Mountain, they see right off the bat that Kings Mountain has some players and some key spots. The list is long. They got the Wilson kid at linebacker, Pace Hour at receiver, Brooks kid at running back, and they got the defensive end. Number 5, his name escapes me. But they have got people everywhere that can hurt you. And, you got Pace Hour people talk about, but the receiver on the other side, number 3, he's got just as many catches, and he's dangerous too. So they saw real quick that they're going to have to prepare. This is a big game against a really, really good Kings Mountain team.
Well, keys to a golden line victory tonight.
8 weeks turnovers. We've been doing good in the turnover department, and we can get a couple of turnovers over there tonight. Maybe take the crowd out of it, because I told the guys one of the keys is going to be handling the hostile environment. I told them it's going to be kind of like a fourth-round playoff game over there tonight. I imagine the whole town of Kings Mountain will be there. They're going to be yelling at us. And so the way we handle that, the way we kind of zone that out, tune that out, the focus, and maybe make some plays and take them out of the game, I think that'll be to our advantage. So I think just playing on the road and handling some of the adversity is going to be a big key to a win tonight.
Well, thank you so much for talking with me, and good luck tonight, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, thanks, Coach.
And that was Coach Mike Wilbanks earlier this week talking about this big rivalry game at Kings Mountain. We'll be back after this 3-minute show, 3-minute timeout for the rest of our pregame show. Back after this.
It's the Summer to Drive Yamaha sales event at Full Throttle Powersports in Gastonia. Yes, it's time to get out and ride. Get up to $3,000 in customer cash and low 2.99% APR financing during this special event. And check out the new Yamaha Slingshot, the ultimate joy ride, with rebates of up to $2,500 and 2.99% APR financing for up to 60 months. So get out and ride during the Summer to Drive sales event at Full Throttle Powersports, 100 Indian Walk, exit 22 off I-85 in Lowell.
Every morning is different for everybody. Nate gets up for the early shift, while Brad is just getting home from the night shift. Pam runs a PR and a 5K, while Drew runs late to work. Beth proposes a road trip to her boyfriend, while Mark proposes to his girlfriend. Luckily, there's a McDonald's for every morning.
Start your morning with a rich, smooth, and freshly brewed McCafe coffee. And now, get any size for just $1 at McDonald's. Limited time offer. Price of participation may vary. A la carte only.
Now's the time to buy your new Kubota from Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain. Right now, pay zero money down. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months. Come on in now for all the details. All for good on the Kubota BX Series, the Kubota B Series, the Kubota L Series, and the Kubota MX Series tractors. Again, zero money down and 0% APR financing for 60 months. Get your new Kubota today at Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive in Kings Mountain. Pegram Insurance Services in Shelby is now AllCare Insurance Services, and they invite you to see their newly remodeled office and talk with them about your insurance needs. If that's too far away from you, they have an AllCare Insurance location in both Gastonia and Belmont areas. AllCare Insurance has strived to be the best by providing quality insurance coverage with great commitment to customer service. Whether you do coverage for your home, auto, business, life, or something more, their experienced agents are there to help you. Visit one of their convenient locations, 220 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, 4515 Wilkinson Boulevard in Gastonia, and 7005 Suite E Wilkinson Boulevard in Belmont. That's AllCare Insurance Services. For a good night's sleep, head to Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby. Visit their showroom featuring Sealy and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. From twin to twin XL, from full to queen, and from king to California king. There's one that will help you feel completely rested when the sun comes up tomorrow morning. Ask about special summer sale-down pricing now. Relax and rest comfortable tonight with a new Sealy or Tempur-Pedic mattress from Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, online at hendrickappliance.com.
With pride, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
As we came back, the national anthem was playing, so hopefully you guys could hear it at home. We're about 9-10 minutes away from kickoff here at John Gamble Stadium between Shelby and Kings Mountain. And referee tonight, Eddie Simmons, umpire Terry Cody, linesman Garland Baker, line judge Lonnie Custer, back judge Brandon Pierce, and our clock is Lynn Dean. And we're just about ready for the teams to make their ways out, Jeff, here in this pregame show. Sponsored by Bill Shivert Heating and Air in Shelby and Bridges True Value Hardware in Kings Mountain. We talked a bit about the athletes on this field, and we talked a lot about Kings Mountain's Kobe Pacehour, Q Davidson, quarterback Ethan Reed, and the running back duo of Rashard Brooks and Marquise Adams, who are both just sophomores. But on the defensive side, Kings Mountain's led by Damian Day-Day Wilson, number 10, comes in with 37 tackles, 3 forced fumbles, a couple of fumble recoveries. He's broken up 3 passes, blocked a field goal, 6 tackles for loss. And Javari Rice Wilson, another big 6 tackles for loss and a couple of sacks. Devon Presley, a couple of sacks, 7 tackles for loss. So this is a team that can really get after the quarterback. And it shows in the defensive stats as Kings Mountain's getting up about 8 points per game, whereas Shelby scoring 50. Jeff, we always talk about something's got to give. So Kings Mountain with 8 points given up and Shelby scoring 50 a game. What's going to give there? Yeah,
you're right. Something's got to give. And, looking back over the history of this game, one really interesting statistic is the longest winning streak by Kings Mountain has been 2 games. That was 1934 and 35 and 1985 and 86. Shelby's longest winning streak has been 8 games, and they've done that 4 different times, and one of the times is this previous streak right now. So Shelby is going to try to get to a 9-game winning streak, which has never happened before. So I don't know if that jinxes the Golden Lions or not.
Well, another streak that Shelby has, Jeff, is 15 straight victories going back to this game last year. So it was this particular game that Shelby ended a 3-game losing streak and went on to win 12 straight, win the state championship. Now they started out 3-0 this year, which gets them at 15 in a row. So Kings Mountain's going to want to stop that streak as well as the 8-game winning streak in the series. And that makes this game just all that much more of a big game in the county. Even though it is a non-conference game, it's got that feel of a conference championship or even a playoff type atmosphere.
Well, and when we were talking to Coach Lloyd before the game, and also when I was talking to Coach Wilbanks in the coaches' conversation, both coaches talked about how this is a game that will help you down the road, because it is truly the atmosphere of a 4th-round playoff game. And what you hope is that there'll be no injuries, there'll be nothing like that here. But this is a game that can only help you to get ready for the future.
Absolutely. Win, lose, or draw, this is a game that's going to help both teams down the road. Of course, you want to win it and improve your playoff seedings and bragging rights and all that. Players, captains making their way out. For Kings Mountain, it'll be 64, DJ Bagwell. He's getting some D1 looks, 6'4", 310-pound senior. You also have 59. That's Zach Crawford, senior defensive end. Number 10, Day-Day Wilson, the senior linebacker. And number 12, the junior wideout, Kobe Pacehour. For the Golden Lions, Jeff, I'm trying to get the numbers. 50, Ike Bridges. 52, Jalen Kimball, number 20, Million Proctor, and 13, Laz Welch. So quad of seniors there for the Golden Lions. As if you're watching on YouTube Live, you'll see the coin toss here momentarily as Kings Mountain's players make their way out from the end zone here to the right. Shelby players coming out of Bill Bates Fieldhouse to our left, and across the way I see a packed crowd on the Shelby side. Same here on the Kings Mountain side, Jeff, and the Battle of Buffalo Creek is looks to be a true battle here tonight.
Yeah, definitely one of the biggest crowds that we've seen in the last 10 years or so in this Kings Mountain Shelby battle. While we're tending to the coin toss, let's go ahead and talk about our players to watch. And the players to watch are sponsored by Honda Motorcycles of Shelby and Barrett's floor covering of Kings Mountain. Kings Mountain won the toss, elected to defer.
So the Golden Lions will get the ball, which they prefer to do typically, Jeff, although last week Shelby deferred against Crest.
This is true. Let me go ahead. When Shelby has the ball, the two players that I have to watch for Shelby, the player to watch will be Isaiah Best. Done a great job thus far handling any kind of pressure that's been coming, making good check downs, throwing for a good percentage, and being really smart with his throws. Isaiah Best will be my Honda Motorcycles of Shelby player to watch for Shelby's offense. For Kings Mountain's defense, Barrett floor covering of Kings Mountain player to watch is number 10, Day Wilson.
Yeah, wise decisions, and I'm going to go when Kings Mountain has the football. Your Barrett floor covering Kings Mountain offense player to watch. I'm going sophomore running back Rashad Brooks. I want to see how the sophomore handles this big game atmosphere. He's been great through the first 3 weeks of the season. And on defense for Shelby, our Honda Motorcycles of Shelby defense player to watch is Deshaun Christopher, the senior safety, is going to have to come up big and help in the run defense. But he's also going to have to come up big against that duo receiving core of Q Davidson and Kobe Paysauer, who are both up near the 300 yards per for the year in just 4 weeks and 9 touchdowns combined. That duo has been fantastic for the Mountaineers thus far. Two teams have made their way out to the field, and we're about a minute away from kickoff. It's going to be Kings Mountain kicking off to Shelby. Starting lineups for the Golden Lions offensively: quarterback number 18, Isaiah Best; running back number 8, Donye Fuller; wide receiver number 3, Camarde Husky; number 15, Jakari Shell; number 2, Jahari Mitchell; and number 6, Giovanni Daly; right tackle, Jalen Kimball; number 52, right guard, number 77, Max Mooney; center, number 60, Spencer Triplett; left guard, number 76, Shale Gash; and left tackle, number 75, Thomas Hogus.
Well, we are just about ready to get this underway.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me clear up here?
We can. That's Kevin down on the sideline.
Real quick, Raycalen Mack not playing tonight. He was cleared with the medical, but he hasn't had enough practice time to get into the game.
All right, so senior Raycalen Mack, running back for Kings Mountain, unable to play tonight. He's been banged up throughout the year. What we did here is we're going to see the first game by Chaz Armstrong, who will kind of play both ways for the Mountaineers tonight. His first action. The kickoff is a short one. It's fair caught by the Golden Lions up back at the 22-yard line of Shelby. They'll start their first drive there.
That's a good kickoff, good high kickoff, and forcing Shelby to go ahead with the fair catch. So they're going to start on their own 22-yard line.
And it's Isaiah Best and company for the Golden Lions. And, Jeff, I always like to see what that first play is from the Shelby offense, because a lot of times they like to come out right on the first play from scrimmage and go with the deep ball. Let's see if Kings Mountain is ready for it. You got two receivers right and left, ball on the right hash. Fuller beside Best. Now he switches sides, and in motion is Mitchell. Best to throw. Kings Mountain brings pressure. The throw's low, intended for Daly, and it's incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, a little bit of late pressure, but pretty good job up by the front line for the Golden Lions. Just a little bit low. Had an open receiver. Throw was a little bit high. Would have been a good gain for the Golden Lions. 2nd and 10. Shelby again on their 23-yard line. We thought it was going to be the 22, but it looks like it's actually maybe almost the 23.
Golden Lions like to get the ball in their hands of their receivers with space and make the run after the catch. This time 3 receivers left. Hand off to Fuller. He's got nothing, maybe a yard, and that's it. As a big tackle by Jahari Rice Wilson.
Yeah, Rice Wilson is another player that we'll call his name out a lot tonight, and so this is a huge play for the Golden Lions. 3rd down and 9. Ball's going to be on the 23. The yard line to gain is the 32.
That was a big hit by Wilson along with Day Wilson, and Kings Mountain now shuffling personnel in late. And Shelby's ready to go. 10 on the play clock, best to throw, empty backfield. He steps up, he's going deep. He's got single coverage out there, and it's nearly a tremendous catch by Camarde Husky, although there was excellent coverage by number 2, Usry.
A lot of talking after that throw. We need to get back to the sideline and get ready to punt. So that's a 3-and-out for the Gold Lions. Can't be much better than that if you're Kings Mountain.
Absolutely not. They, Shelby had some pretty good protection on both throws and had receivers, although on that one, Jeff, that was excellent coverage. That would have been a miraculous catch by Husky over
Yeah,
Usry.
Husky got his hands on it, so it was a good effort, but Christopher back to punt.
Deep for Kings Mountain, Kobe Pacehour. And again, Alex Niblack was injured briefly, and so Deshaun Christopher's been punting for the Gold Lions. This punt hits and rolls in Shelby's favors, but it's going to be down at the Kings Mountain 43, and the Mountaineers have a pretty good field position to start their opening drive.
That's a 34-yard punt, no return.
So Mountaineers take over at the 43, and Jeff, it paid off their decision to kick it away because now they essentially dodged that bullet as Shelby did not score, and now they'll get the second half kickoff as well as have a chance to take the early lead. 1st and 10, quarterback Ethan Reed leading the way for the Mountaineers. He's in the shotgun. And he'll hand it off on the end around to 13. Good pursuit by Shelby's defense, and that's going to be a short gain. Carry by Jonah Patrick.
Yeah, picked up 1 yard. Great job. About 4 or 5 Gold Lions really working hard to get out there and corral that for only a 1 yard gain. In fact, for a second, it looked like we might get them for a 1 yard loss, but that was a good hard run. But a great job of contained by the Gold Lion defense. 2nd down and 9 for Kings Mountain.
That's the first carry of the season by Patrick. It gets 1 yard. 2nd and 9, ball on the left hash. Reed in the shotgun, play action over the middle. Paceor's got it, and he's got a first down. He's carrying Shelby defenders for extra yardage all the way inside the Shelby 35 to the 34. Jeff, that was a heck of a catch and run after.
Absolutely. Got to really be impressed with that catch and run. Stayed up long enough to get some of the offensive linemen down there to try to help push the scrum. So that's 1st and 10 for Kings Mountain on the Shelby 34-yard line.
Nothing fancy there, just a slant. Reed hit him, and it's a 22-yard gain and a first down Kings Mountain. First down run by Brooks, and he's got another 5 yards for the Mountaineers.
Yeah, 5-yard gain, 2nd down and 5. Now 9:48 to go here in the first quarter. Kings Mountain with a great drive all the way down to the Shelby 29-yard line.
3 plays so far, and they're already from the Kings Mountain 43 to the Shelby 34. And they've got 2nd and about 4.5, maybe 5. Reed in the shotgun, ball on the left hash, hand off to Brooks. He had an opening, but it closed quickly. Is that Nick Stites or Jack Hollifield?
It was Jack Hollifield, and he's got to be careful. I think he just picked up 15.
A little extra talking after that tackle, and there comes the flag. And instead of being a big loss in a 3rd and long, now you're getting an automatic first down, or at least it'll be a first down with the yardage.
Yeah, that's one of those mistakes you just can't have from one of your leaders on the defensive side. So that's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct. That's going to be half the distance to the goal. So Kings Mountain's going to have 1st and 10 just outside the Shelby 12.
All right, 1st and 10 Kings Mountain. No gain on the run by Brooks, but the 15 or the half the distance penalty down to the.
Actually, they put it on the 13.
Yeah, well, the line of scrimmage was the 29, so it should be at about the 14 and a half if it's half the distance.
Well, it looked like, looking over there, that they gave him a 1 yard gain, which was kind of interesting, but anyway, they're working on it right now, trying to decide exactly where the ball is supposed to be.
Coach Wilbanks over there asking, hey, is that spot correct? And
we will be on the 13-yard line, so that would probably have been a 13-yard penalty, dead ball penalty. So again, instead of 3rd down and 4, it's going to be 1st and 10. again, couldn't draw it up much better for Kings Mountain as what's happened thus far. 1st and 10 on the Shelby 13.
Reed in the shotgun again. And hand off to Brooks, left side. Big hole. He's in the end zone, touchdown. As he goes in, virtually untouched from 13. And the Mountaineers are on the board first, 6-0 on that touchdown run by Rashard Brooks.
13-yard run.
And that's a Marburger Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Shelby touchdown. And on for the point after is Austin Browning. Kicks up. And it's good. And with 9:04 to go first quarter, Kings Mountain 7, Shelby no. Back after this.
Enjoy the taste of the fair. This is the theme of this year's 2019 Cleveland County Fair, set for September 26th through October 6th. Come and enjoy the flavors of the fair in the best way possible, celebrating 95 years. It's fun for the whole family. Ride Offer shows will be back with more rides than ever. Enjoy 2 big nights of the Demolition Derby, and pig racing returns this year to the Cleveland County Fair. So make plans now to bring the family out for a taste of the fair. The 2019 Cleveland County Fair, September 26th through October 6th. For more information, call 704-487-0651 or go online at clevelandcountyfair.com. It's the Summer to Drive Yamaha sales event at Full Throttle Powersports in Gastonia. Yes, it's time to get out and ride. Get up to $3,000 in customer cash and load 2.99% APR financing during this special event. And check out the new Yamaha Slingshot, the ultimate joy ride, with rebates of up to $2,500 and 2.99% APR financing for up to 60 months. So get out and ride during the Summer to Drive sales event at Full Throttle Powersports, 100 Indian Walk, exit 22 off I-85 in Lowell.
Short kickoff bounces. It's taken by a Shelby up back and tackled immediately at the Shelby 26. So again, not great field position for Shelby as they trail 7-0 here early in the first quarter. Best to throw, steps up in the pocket, and he's going to be sacked by Kings Mountain. Best has only been sacked twice this year, Jeff, in the first 3 games, but he goes down there.
Number 59, good bull rush. He just pushed the offensive tackle back into Best, and no place for Best to go. That's Zach Crawford.
Crawford, one of the captains tonight.
So that brings up 2nd and 15 for the Golden Lions.
So lose 5 on that play, and Shelby's offense, who has been virtually unstoppable through 3 weeks, is struggling here early tonight. Long way to go, but first down, loss of 5, and it's 2nd and 15. Best to throw, gets rid of it quickly, but out of the backfield cannot hit forward, and Best looks just a little bit rushing of his throws so far.
Yeah, that was a pretty good play call. Had good yardage if he had just completed the throw to forward.
Now it's 3rd and 15, and just like that, Shelby's only run about 50 seconds off the clock, and they find themselves in a 3rd and 15.
Yeah, 58 seconds the first time they had the football, now 50 seconds on the second time thus far.
Play clock under 10 at 5, and now Shelby's going to really have to rush this play down to 2, and they get the play off. Best to throw. Again, steps up in the pocket. This time he's going to tuck it, Jeff, and he's going to be sacked. Well, he's actually going to get a yard or no gain, and Day-Day Wilson's got him as a coverage sack, if you would, and Shelby's going to have to punt it away again after losing 5 on that series. So Shelby's gotten minus 4 yards so far in their 2 series.
Well, again, Coach Wilbanks talked in our coaches' conversation about overcoming the adversity, and we've got adversity early for the Golden Lions. Great job by the Kings Mountain defense.
And back to punt, Deshaun Christopher. And Kings Mountain brings late pressure, but it's a nice punt by Christopher. It's going to bounce at the Kings Mountain 46, picked up by Pacehour, and he's going to be dragged down for a loss.
Yeah, that was a mistake by Pacehour.
As he fielded it at the 46 and lost 6 yards on the return back to the 35. Or he actually fielded at the 41. And he actually loses 7 back to the 34, it looks like. but he's a spectacular player, Jeff, trying to make a spectacular play. And Kings Mountain still pretty decent field position. They take over at their 34. They lead 7-0 here in the first quarter on our Parker Farm Service Medical Arts Pharmacy scoreboard. Kings Mountain second possession. It's a handoff to Brooks, and he's hit fairly quickly, but he gets 3.
Yeah, going to get maybe two or 3. There is a flag down. It's in that position where you usually have offsides or a false start.
Face mask.
No, they'll have a 5-yard face mask, and so it just keeps going against the goal lines thus far.
Just a 2-yard gain, but a 5-yard penalty. Tackle was by Malachi Hamrick. I'm not sure if he's the one that was guilty of the face mask, but it's going to be first down and 3 for the Mountaineers.
Ball's on the Kings Mountain 41-yard line. Again, first and 3. What an amazing amount.
First down and 3. Mountaineers 7:02 and counting first quarter. And play action, and Reed's got time. He's going up top for Pacehour. He's got one-on-one coverage. The catch is made, but it's out of bounds.
Yep, he had a good throw in that. He threw it where it was going to be either a circus catch by Pacehour or out of bounds. No chance for any kind of interception, and that's a good throw. Second down and 3. His playbook is still wide open. Kings Mountain's been able to throw it and run it thus far, and so Shelby's going to have to step forward, or else this could be a long, long first quarter.
And that was man-on-man coverage by Tyler Arrington, who was step for step with Pacehour. Again, a nice throw by Reed, just let him out of bounds. But nobody hurt. Second down, 3. Ball at the Kings Mountain 41-yard line. Shelby front 4, trying to get in there, and Brooks stumbles and gets maybe a yard.
Yeah, maybe half a yard. So it's going to be third down and a long 2.
Looked like Flack in there.
Yep, Wes Flack on the tackle, and they've given him a yard on that run, so it's going to be third down and 2. Got to be careful with a hard count here.
And Kings Mountain goes quickly. Late pressure, and Reed's hit, but he gets the pass away and complete to Pacehour, who then breaks the tackle on the sideline and gets the first down into Shelby territory. So Shelby brings the blitz, and Reed gets it away in time to Pacehour for the first down.
And again, that is a Kings Flooring America first down.
And that's a gain of 10 on the reception on third down and 2. And Pacehour's got 2 catches for 32 yards here early.
And Pacehour is really exciting once he gets hand on the ball, because that was a 3-yard pass and then 7 yards after the catch.
And a lot of that on the sideline where he didn't have anywhere to go. Hand off to Brooks. He's hit early, but he falls forward for a couple. Malachi Hamrick makes the first contact, and Nick Stites finishes the tackle.
Yeah, Brooks is being very impressive because he's getting hit, but he's always getting about a yard after contact. Front line of Kings Mountain doing a nice job blocking. There are some holes to run through, and if you can run it, then that really sets up the play action pass.
Gain of 2 by Brooks, second down 8, and play action again, and here's Stites coming late, but the pass is again complete to the tight end over the middle.
That's Bryce Fisher.
And Fisher's right at the sticks and may have the first down.
So another great throw. Didn't have a lot of time. Quarterback's doing a great job of getting that ball out of there quickly because he's getting hit. But great throw and great catch by Bryce Fisher. First and 10, Kings Mountain at the Shelby 37.
Gain of 9 on second and 8. And the Mountaineers on the move again. Hand off to Brooks. He ducks under, and he's in the secondary. He's got the first down at the Shelby 20. And all he needs is a small seam, and he's through it, and you saw it there.
First and 10 on the Shelby 20. Another back-to-back excellent drives by the Kings Mountain offense.
Gain of 17, and that's the second time that Brooks has gotten into the Shelby secondary. The first on that 13-yard touchdown run. This time he gets 17. And And Kings Mountain in the red zone at the Shelby 20. They already lead 7-0 with 4:28 to go first quarter. And hand off to Brooks, and again he slithers for a 4.
Well, it's going to be on the 16-yard line with 4:15 left here in the first quarter. Kings Mountain 7 and driving again. 2nd down and 6 at the Shelby 16.
16-yard line.
2nd down and 6. Browning is a capable kicker as well, Jeff. So, Kings Mountain already in his field goal range. 3:53 to go. First quarter. Kings Mountain controlling the clock, and Shelby comes into the neutral zone on the hard count. And that's sophomore Flack.
Well, that's 3 penalties on Shelby for 23 yards. And 2 of those penalties, one of those penalties gave Kings Mountain a first down, and this is going to make it 2nd down and very short.
Well, they mark it at the 11.
So again, 2nd down and 1, and just the entire playbook is wide open now. 3:44, clock still running, and this is a quarter that's been all Kings Mountain.
Shelby's only had it for 6 plays on offense, which is netted -4 yards, whereas Kings Mountain's knocking on the door for the 2nd time. Pass complete to Paysauer, and he's making run after the catch. There's a flag down, Jeff.
Where that's thrown, you got to think it's a block in the back on one of the Kings Mountain receivers that was trying to block for him, but then that's a guess by me. Who knows what exactly it's going to be. But, yeah, it is going to be a block in the back. It's way back at the 14-yard line, so that's going to be one of those 13-yard penalties. First penalty on Kings Mountain.
Yeah, and that's a tough one. As you said, Jeff, now it's 2nd and 14. Line to make is the 10 for the first down, but they're back at the 24 now. But they're explosive on offense, so I still say you got to watch out for Brooks on the run.
No doubt about it. Brooks has done a great job, and again, that front 5 has done a great job of blocking for him.
Deshaun Christopher at DB, one of our players to watch. We'll see if he can come up with a big play for Shelby. Of course, Kings Mountain's Reed is going to air it out. He's got Q Davidson in single coverage with Nick Corey in the corner of the end zone. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Again, good coverage by the goal lines that time, and ball was thrown out of bounds, so no chance for anything to happen on that one. So that brings up 3rd down and 13. The goal lines have not been able to make a play to stop Kings Mountain yet. Here's a chance.
Reed is so far 3 for 5, but both incompletions, Jeff, have been where only his receiver can catch it, and did, but out of bounds. 3rd down, 14. Big play here, both teams. This is a momentum changer type play here. And Reed rolls right on the play action. He's got time, throws back to his left, wide open. He's going to go into the end zone for the touchdown, as Kings Mountain totally fooled Shelby on that one.
Excellent play.
24-yard touchdown pass. They faked it to Brooks, then Reed rolled to his right away from Brooks, and then turned back and threw. Brooks was there. There was no Shelby player within 20 yards of him, and then it was just a sprint to the end zone, Jeff.
That was just an excellent play.
With 2:53 to go, Kings Mountain leads Shelby 13-0. Browning on for the point after. The hold's a little bit high, but kicks up and good. 14-0 Kings Mountain. Back after this.
Buying a home can seem like a daunting task, but it's really not with Homestar Financial. With a short phone call, we can get you pre-approved. Once pre-approved, you're free to shop for the home of your dreams. At Homestar Financial, we can tell you the price or payment range that you qualify for. Your realtor will appreciate that you took the time to get pre-approved. So call me today. Let's make buying a home a dream come true. With Homestar Financial, it's quick and easy with no surprises at closing. Call today.
Now's the time to buy your new Kubota from Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain. Right now, pay 0 money down. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months. Come on in now for all the details. All for good on the Kubota BX Series, the Kubota B Series, the Kubota L Series, and the Kubota MX Series tractors. Again, 0 money down and 0% APR financing for 60 months. Get your new Kubota today at Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive in Kings Mountain.
Short kickoff taken by Shelby's Kamari Husky, and for the first time, Shelby's got pretty good field position after that.
Guys,
Kevin, you down there?
can you hear me? How about now?
Yeah, there you go. You're going in and out. 2:48 to go. Shelby takes over, down 14-0. But Jeff, this is where you want to get a touchdown and get back in the game.
Well, Gold Lions have no first downs in this game, no yardage in this game. They're negative yardage after 2 series.
Best to throw on first down. He steps up in the pocket, and he's got all day. Throws it deep, and there's coverage there. It's picked off by Kings Mountain, but there's a flag down, and you got to wonder, is that pass interference? I don't know. It was coverage by Titus Phillips. And Jeff, this could be a momentum either way. If the interception stands, Kings Mountain's got all the momentum. If it's a penalty on the Mountaineers, it's a big change in momentum in Shelby's favor because that's a 15-yard penalty.
Hey, y'all got me now?
We got you.
You got me now?
We got you.
Jeff, Brett.
Yes, sir. Hey, Kevin.
You guys got me?
We got you. And it is a pass interference on the Mountaineers, and that's going to be 15 yards. Tough one to call there, Jeff. I mean, it was pretty good coverage. The Shelby receiver did kind of go flying down on the ground, and then the pick was made.
Yeah, I just didn't know whether it was going to be offensive pass interference or defensive pass interference. Thing is, the ball was underthrown, and if this was college or the pros, you might not have had it, but in high school, it doesn't really matter whether the ball's catchable or not. That's just the somewhat antiquated high school rules on pass interference. It's a 15-yard penalty, and it doesn't matter whether it was catchable or not.
The first down for Shelby, that's a AllCare Insurance first down at the Kings Mountain 45. So without Shelby doing anything on their own, they got the help of the Mountaineers. And now a pitch to Jahari Mitchell around the left side. And great tackle by Day Brooks for a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, that's the guy that I talked about, just jumped out on film when I got to watch him. And that's just a heck of a play right there for a 1-yard gain. Looked like Shelby had a good gain, and he just came from nowhere. And that's a junior. What a nice play. 2nd down and 9 for Shelby at the Kings Mountain 44-yard line.
And that's a pass. That's that little pitch forward that Shelby likes to do. So if you drop it, it's an incomplete pass. And you've seen Mitchell most of the time, Jeff, turns that up and gets a big gain. That time, Wilson denied him.
Check.
And on 2nd down, play action, Shelby goes up top, complete to Husky, and he's at the 30, breaks the tackle at 25-20. He's got a blocker to the 10, cuts it back, 5, down inside the 5. No flags.
3-yard line.
First down, Golden Lions, their first big play of the night.
To Marty Husky, and that's going to be 1st and goal, Shelby at the Kings Mountain 3-yard line.
It's a gain of 41 and another AllCare Insurance first down and goal. Golden Lions at the Kings Mountain 3-yard line. Running back is now the big back, Omar Phillips, and he's beside the quarterback, and he's hit in the backfield by Jahari Rice Wilson, and he may have lost a yard or gotten none.
He may have got back to the line of scrimmage.
See where they mark it.
Yeah, it's going to be officially back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and goal from the 3.
So no gain for Phillips, and it's 2nd and goal, Shelby.
Inside of a minute to go here in the first quarter. Kings Mountain leads 14-0, but Golden Lions first threat of the game.
Now Shelby with Jahari Mitchell in at running back and Phillips.
Coach Wilbanks wants a timeout.
Timeout, Golden Lions. We'll be back after this. Kings Mountain 14, Shelby nothing.
Who are you? You're not a goat. Oh, you say you feel like a goat since you didn't buy your car from Renato Auto Mall in Shelby. And now you're putting up with a bunch of bull. Don't be like my friend here. You get no bull at Renato Honda and Renato Kia at Renato Auto Mall in Shelby. 4423 East Dixon Boulevard. Don't let another dealer get your goat. When it comes to a coyote, it's time to check out West End Sales in Vail, North and South Carolina's #1 dealer. Head to West End Sales in Vail for your coyote today. Check it out. It's time for you to get ahead of the pack and get a new coyote from West End Sales in Vail. Ask about their 6-year unlimited hour warranty and a free loader with qualifying tractors. That's West End Sales, located at 110 North Highway 18 in Vail.
Right back, second and goal from the 3 after the timeout. Golden Lions, Jahari Mitchell in at running back, and you got Nick Stites and Jack Hollifield to the left. It's a direct snap, and Mitchell is hit. Flag comes down. He's battling to about the 2, and even though he had the blockers in there and extra blockers, Jeff, that did not surprise the Mountaineers whatsoever.
No, and it looked like he was going to try to take it out on the left end, but Kings Mountain's done a great job of getting penetration, and that's going to be a holding penalty on Shelby.
And the problem there, is Shelby showed that play before the timeout, and then they came back with the exact same look, and it didn't fool Kings Mountain at all. And then now let's just add fuel to the fire and get a holding penalty on top of all that.
So it's going to turn out to be about a 12-yard penalty, so Shelby's going to have the ball still second and goal, but now it's at the 15-yard line.
So second and goal from the 15, and Kings Mountain hurt themselves on the last drive, but were able to overcome that with that nifty kind of screen pass that went for 24 yards and a touchdown. Now Shelby facing 3rd and 15, but that play clock's at 10, and Bess is having trouble getting the play in, and the play's blown dead.
Now we're going to get a false start. That's just going to make it that much worse. It is second and goal, not 3rd and goal.
Second and goal. It's one of those things. Shelby's got to ask themselves, we're overthinking things here. We get down to the 3, and, you try sort of a trick play, or I wouldn't call it a trick play, but something that's outside your normal playbook, and you get the hold, and now you're a little early, and now all of a sudden you find yourself second to goal at the 20 after back-to-back penalties.
Shelby's going to have to hurry to get this off before the end of the first quarter.
Game clock at 10 seconds. In motion goes Mitchell. Snap. Time to throw. Best can't find anyone. He's going to step up in the pocket, and he gets rid of it to the back of the end zone. The player slips and falls on the turf, and it falls incomplete at the foot.
And that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Of Daly. And after one, Kings Mountain 14, Shelby nothing. Back after this 1-minute break.
Do you know what Putnam Distributors sells? Auto parts, truck parts, stuff for all sorts of equipment, plus 25 brands of motor oil, hydraulic fluids, filters, batteries, even nuts and bolts, and all at low, low prices. Putnam Distributors is located in downtown Patterson Springs, just 5 minutes from Kmart and the Cleveland Mall. Go south on Highway 226 or Highway 180 and just follow the signs. Putnam's prices are low on everything and for everybody. Call 704-487-9395 or visit them online at PutnamDistributors.com. Now through November 15th, get up to $500 in instant rebates with a purchase of qualified American Standard equipment from Bill Shuford Heating and Air in Shelby. But that's not all. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months. Come in or call for all the details. 704-484-0025. Again, up to $500 in instant rebates on qualified American Standard equipment and special 0% financing for up to 72 months. Bill Shuford Heating and Air, 213 Camel Street in Shelby. Online at BillShufordHVAC.com.
Welcome back to our broadcast here. Title sponsors tonight, Ronaldo Auto Mall and Brinkley Financial. Kings Mountain after one, Jeff. They lead Shelby 14-0. And Shelby's got 3rd and goal, but all the way back at the 20 after they've had a holding and a false start penalty. Backed them up from the 3-yard line where it was 1st and goal at the 3. Now Shelby 3rd and goal at the 20. Let's see what they've got in their playbook. Bess is just 2 of 6 here early. Bess has time to throw. He goes to the end zone, and it's broken up by number 4, Chaz Armstrong.
So that's going to be 4th and goal from the 20. That'd be a 37-yard field goal.
We've seen that Caden Shealy's 2 for 2 on the season on field goals, but his long, Jeff, both of his field goals have hit the crossbar and gone over. This is within his range, but probably near the back end of it, about a 37-yarder.
Kings Mountain has blocked a couple of kicks this year, so that's one thing Shelby's going to have to get this off quickly.
The holder is Nick Stites, 11:53 to go. Let's get you back to live action. Shealy nails it from 37, and Kings Mountain leads 14-3. Back after this.
Buy here, pay here at SNR Auto Sales in Shelby. Susie and Richie Knipe says now's the time to come in and save with down payment starting at $9.99. That's right, only $9.99. Come see the selection: Hondas, Chevrolets, Fords, Nissans, Kia, Lexus, Volkswagen, Dodge, and even a Hummer, plus trucks too. Be another satisfied customer today. Buy here, pay here at SNR Auto Sales, 411 South Post Road in Shelby. Call 704-487-0570 or go online at srautosales.com. Attention Kmart Pharmacy customers. You are welcome at Medical Arts Pharmacy on Grover Street in Shelby and Professional Pharmacy on East College Avenue in Bowling Springs. Bring your prescription transfers to your hometown locally owned pharmacies. All you need is your prescription bottle for your transfer. So if you've been a Kmart Pharmacy customer, you are invited to transfer your prescriptions over to Medical Arts Pharmacy, 108 Grover Street in Shelby, and Professional Pharmacy, 139 East College Avenue in Bowling Springs. Your locally owned and operated hometown pharmacies.
Jim and Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff rolls back to Kings Mountain's Ussery inside the 15, but he's got a pretty good run back out across the 35, still on his feet, and out to about the 36 or 37.
It was a 48-yard kick, just no goal lines there to make the tackle until he gets well over the 35-yard line, so excellent field position. Kings Mountain's had great field position all day. It's going to be 1st and 10 on their 36-yard line, 11:38 to go. Maybe the second quarter will be as good to the goal lines as the first quarter was to Kings Mountain, because that first quarter was all Mountaineers until that last little big flurry in the last 2 minutes by the goal lines.
Field goal of 37 yards, sponsored by West End Sales of Vale. That was a 37-yard field goal by Caden Shealy of Shelby, and goal lines on the board. They trail 14-3. Kings Mountain, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Reed hands off to Pacehour on the end around, and Jack Hollifield comes up from the linebacker spot to make a tackle for just a short gain.
Yeah, very short gain. Good job again. Shelby did a good job containing on the edges, and it's just going to be 2nd down and almost 10. I mean, you might give him half a yard on that one, Brent.
Yeah, it's good tackle there by Jack Hollifield.
And so it wasn't just Jack. There were 2 other goal lines right there, so he was backing it in, and then Jack made that good tackle.
2nd down and it's about 10, Jeff, now that I look over at the marker. 3 receivers left, 1 right, and that's Davidson. He's got Tyler Arrington on him. And Kings Mountain's going to burn a timeout. We'll take it back after this 60-second break.
Pegram Insurance Services in Shelby is now AllCare Insurance Services, and they invite you to see their newly remodeled office and talk with them about your insurance needs. If that's too far away from you, they have an AllCare Insurance location in both Gastonia and Belmont areas. AllCare Insurance has strived to be the best by providing quality insurance coverage with great commitment to customer service. Whether you need coverage for your home, auto, business, life, or something more, their experienced agents are there to help you. Visit one of their convenient locations, 220 West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, 4515 Wilkinson Boulevard in Gastonia, and 7005 Suite E Wilkinson Boulevard in Belmont. That's AllCare Insurance Services. The Creekside Clock Restaurant in Shelby takes its time to welcome all the American Legion Baseball World Series teams to Shelby and Cleveland County. We wish all of you good luck. Check out their specials like ribeye or New York Strip USDA Choice Angus 10-ounce steak. Hand cut daily and served at your choice of one side and Texas toast. Get 2 for $22. And enjoy their Saturday morning breakfast buffet from 8 till 11 a.m. And their weekend buffet, Friday and Saturday 5 to 8, Sundays 11 to 2. It's all you can eat at the Creekside Clock Restaurant, 1025 Kaiser Street, right off Highway 74 East in Shelby.
Second down and 10 pass is incomplete by Reed.
Kings Mountain pretty fortunate that their left tackle didn't get called for a holding penalty. He almost had a single-arm takedown that time, but again, quarterback's doing a great job of getting that ball out quickly. Ethan Reed getting that ball out and throwing it well. That was a off target, but now it's slowed down at virtually 10. Kings Mountain has not had any trouble with this thus far, though.
Pressure, and they get it, but Reed gets away. There's a flag down. Reed avoids it, throws it complete to Q. Davidson for the first down at the Shelby 46, but let's see what that flag is. It's back at the Kings Mountain 29.
Gotta think it's going to be a holding penalty, and it is, and that's going to be one of those 17-yard holding penalties.
Yeah, and they may have gotten away with one on the play before, Jeff, but I didn't see it this time.
Yeah, I didn't see it like this time, but the guys in the striped shirts did.
It was a great job by Reed to avoid the rush, buy some time, and roll out and find a receiver on the run, Jeff, but he's not rewarded for that great play.
It's going to be a 16-yard penalty. And that's going to make it 3rd and 26, way back at the 20-yard line. This would be a really good spot if you're a Golden Lion fan. Like to see some kind of turnover here.
And that would definitely maybe get a little momentum switch. And maybe that's what Coach Wilbanks was going, just by getting some points on the board on that last drive. Reed in the shotgun, 3rd and 26. He's got time. He's going up top. He's got Q Davidson. Double coverage is picked up by Giovanni Daly, but he slips down before he can run with it.
Well, and there's a flag down.
And there's a flag down in the defensive secondary, though. And it'll be interesting to see what this call was, because that was single coverage on Davidson, stride for stride, and he just overthrew him by 5 yards.
As we mentioned earlier, it really doesn't matter in high school football whether it was overthrown or not. This throwing position where it's almost always, it's a holding penalty on Shelby.
Wow.
Now, it was 3rd down and forever. I don't think that's a first down.
Well, the line of scrimmage was the 20, and they had to get to the Shelby 46, so I'm not sure. Is the whole 10 yards, but replay the down.
It's one of those penalties that's changed several times, and so we'll just have to see. A defensive holding, still going to be 3rd down. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty.
Well, the hold, the play before, was questionable, and now that penalty, in my opinion, was a little questionable as well, because it looked like both players were just running as fast as they could, trying to catch up to the overthrown ball that the safety came over and caught for Shelby, but flag came down nonetheless, and now Kings Mountain's going to have another crack at it. It's going to be 3rd and 16 this time.
And Kings Mountain has shown the ability to make the 3rd and 16. In fact, they had made it the play before until the holding penalty was called on their offensive lineman.
Shelby in press coverage, and Reed's got time. He airs it out. His receiver turned around too late, and the ball's underthrown, incomplete. And Kings Mountain, for the first time tonight, is going to have to punt it away. But again, a good job by Reed to get rid of it when he saw the pressure coming, and just underthrown.
There's a lot to be said about having your big-time receiver and throw that thing up, see if he can make a play, because he's shown the ability to come down with some really great catches.
Absolutely. And now for the first time, the punter for Kings Mountain out there. I don't see the number, Jeff. I'm not sure that's Browning. It looks like there's a 3-34, Tristan Hannon. And the flag comes down, and actually they say
Kings Mountain timeout.
Timeout, Kings Mountain. We'll take it. 14-3 Mountaineers, 10:09 to go here, second quarter back after this.
Shelby Hardware wants to take this time to welcome their new employees. First, we have sales associate Savannah Dockery.
Hi, this is Savannah Dockery. I'm the new sales associate at Shelby Hardware. Come and see me.
Next, we'll go back in the shop where we'll find Pat Rowe.
This is Pat Rowe at Shelby Hardware. I want to invite everybody out, my friends and family, to get your Echo products and all your lawn and garden products repaired and your hardware needs.
And be sure to shop their Super Saturday table, filled with big sale items each and every Saturday. That's Shelby Hardware, 506 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. For a good night's sleep, Head to Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby. Visit their showroom featuring Sealy and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. From twin to twin XL, from full to queen, and from king to California king. There's one that will help you feel completely rested when the sun comes up tomorrow morning. Ask about special summer sale down pricing now. Relax and rest comfortable tonight with a new Sealy or Tempur-Pedic mattress from Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at hendrickappliance.com.
Punt by Kings Mountain, bounces and rolls dead at the Shelby 45.
So best field position for the Golden Lions. 10:01 left here in the first half. Shelby trails 14-3, but finally the defense was able to get a stop, and now let's see if the offense can get 6.
And play action complete over the middle. Jahari Mitchell, he's hit pretty much immediately.
But you know, 6-yard gain makes 2nd and 2. Gotta have 2nd and 2 a lot better than 2nd 10 or 2nd and 12.
Tackle was made by James Usry out of the secondary, but it is a gain of 6 on the reception by Mitchell. And Mitchell, who through 3 games, Jeff, has put up Tecmo Bowl type Nintendo numbers. Is quiet tonight, 2 receptions for 7 yards. Unable to get going thus far, and Daly has yet to have a catch. He did have an interception that was overturned on a penalty on defense on that last series, and a little confusion here with the play clock. Second down 4.
I got what you're saying, but you tell them up top that the rules don't have anything to do with the back judge per the High School Athletic Association.
Jeff, I'm not sure what the confusion is down on the field.
Well, the officials are having some difficulty with getting the play clock to start, and they're saying one thing, and then the officials up here are saying that they're telling them the wrong thing, and so there's a tremendous disconnect between when to start the play clock. And I think that's what it's about, Brent. Well, let's just recap here. It was a flurry for Kings Mountain, 14 quick points, and all momentum going Kings Mountain's way. And then Shelby finally got a penalty to kind of get things going, and then shot themselves in the foot with a couple of penalties, ended up with a 37-yard field goal, and that was a long field goal. One other thing, Brent, we snapped that just before it went to 0, and I was afraid when that ball was in the air that I'd heard a whistle and they were going to disallow that. But thank goodness that was a whistle that I heard that was not actually did not get blown.
Well, it looks like we finally got things situated here, but the play clock's at 0, but the referee just backed off the ball. So Shelby's going to snap this, and it's going to be a handoff to, I couldn't tell if that was Fuller or Phillips, but he took a wallop from
Phillips, and he did take quite a shot. He was going to get 2-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd down and 2. But I'll tell you what, Wilson he's quite the load.
Yeah, and Phillips was slow to get up after that hit.
So 3rd down and 2, again, big play for both Shelby and Kings Mountain. I tend to think it's a little bit bigger for Shelby, though.
Absolutely. The Shelby offense, averaging 50 a game, Jeff, is really struggling tonight to get really getting the flow of things. 3rd down and 2, although it says 2nd and 3 on the scoreboard. Best rolls left. He airs it out. He's got Mitchell, but it's short, nearly picked off by number 6, Titus Phillips, who had a pick taken away earlier on a pass interference call. And that time again, Best was just a little underthrown his receiver who was behind the defense.
So like Shelby's going to bring their punt team in, try to get some field position.
And Best is just 2 for 8 for 42 yards here with 8:26 to go second quarter. Shelby needs a big play from their special teams or defense, but right now Kings Mountain in control. They lead 14-3. Deshaun Christopher in for the punt, and this is from the Kings Mountain 47. So with a pretty good punt, they could pin Kings Mountain back, and it does bounce inside the 20, and I don't know why, but
yeah, for some reason we caught it, and that could have rolled down inside the 5-yard line.
So a Shelby player, I think it was Laz Welch, caught it on one bounce and downs it at around the 15. And you're right, Jeff, that could have bounced, who knows, all the way inside the 5, but we won't know.
And of course, it also could have bounced backwards, but you tend to want to let that thing bounce a second time, but it's neither here nor there.
So Kings Mountain takes over at their 15, 1st and 10, 14-3 lead over Shelby. And Reed back in the shotgun, 4-receiver set. In motion goes Pacehour. Play action. Reed's going to air it out. He's got a man, broken coverage. Q Davidson's got it. And he's off to the races. This is going to be an 85-yard touchdown with no Shelby defender anywhere near him on that one.
Quentin Davidson, 85-yard touchdown pass.
Everybody was paying attention to Pacehour on the fake end around, and Q Davidson just went out on a fly pattern, and there was no Shelby defender. He could have fair caught that and had a picnic, and then got up and ran it in. 85-yard touchdown pass, and Kings Mountain goes up 20-3 with 8:05 to go, second quarter. Browning on for the point after. And the Golden Lions have been punched in the mouth tonight. Let's see if they can respond.
I have no idea what this flag is about. 85-yard touchdown pass on 1st and 10. Going to be unsportsmanlike conduct on Kings Mountain.
Well, that's probably going to be an option to take that on the kickoff or on this point after, but if I'm Shelby, I'd rather have the field position on the kickoff than take maybe a point off the board. But what do I know? It looks like they're backing them up for the point
Well, I'm
after.
not sure whether it's an option.
Well, they mark off the yardage, and now it's going to be roughly a 35-yard PAT for Browning. The punter, Hannon, is the holder. And the kick's up. It's hooked, but it may have got through. It does. And Browning connects on the long extra point. Kings Mountain 21, Shelby 3. Back after this.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your insurance agent know your name? Or would you call the 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state, another country. Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Visit Maxwell Hamrick Insurance Agency with offices in Bowling Springs, Spindale, and Shelby. Visit the website at mbhamrickins.com. 100 years of anything means a lot. And at Honda Motorcycles of Shelby, you'll find over 100 years of combined motorcycle experience. So they must be doing something right. If you're in the market for a new bike, trike, or four-wheeler or ATV, see the folks you can depend on for sales, service, and parts. That's Honda Motorcycles of Shelby, with over 100 years of combined motorcycle experience. Honda Motorcycles of Shelby, 4402 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
Jammin' Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff from Austin Browning as he's set to kick it off. Kings Mountain with a touchdown of 85 yards from Ethan Reed to Q Quentin Davidson, and that's a Flooring America touchdown. Shelby on the return out around the 30, forced out of bounds. We'll have to see the spot. Kings Mountain doing a good job of kicking it away from Shelby's dangerous return men so far.
So Shelby's going to start on their 30-yard line. 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Kings Mountain will get the ball to start the second half. It is just tremendously important for the Golden Lions to get something going on offense right now.
Jason Sane, you see anything down there?
Unfortunately,
Best steps up, gets rid of it. It's caught at the 40 to the 50 and inside the Kings Mountain 45, and that's Jakari Shell.
First pass that he's caught this year, I do believe.
And it's a big one as it's a first down inside the Kings Mountain 45 all the way to the 42. And that's a gain of 28 yards for the junior receiver. And Shelby going quickly to the line of scrimmage. Best play action. He's going to throw. Late pressure comes. He gets rid of it. It's complete to Mitchell for another 9.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 1 at the Kings Mountain 33-yard line.
That was almost a hold on Shelby right tackle, Jeff. He went to grab the jersey and then he backed off, and the officials started to reach, and then when he saw him back off, he elected not to pull the flag out. Hand off to Fuller, and he makes the first man miss. He's inside the 30 to the 29. That's going to be a first down.
That was a sweet spin move right there for a first down. Only the 4th first down for the Golden Lions tonight, and the 2nd on this particular drive.
So that's a gain of 4.
1st and 10 Shelby at the Kings Mountain 29. We're 6:50, clock still running, 6:50 to go here in the first half.
Just a second carry of the night for Fuller, and now Best to throw. He steps up in the pocket. He's got room to run. He takes off. He's at the 20. He slides down. Then his helmet's taken off by a defender.
Well, I don't think he meant to do anything like that. It was just flag came out late, I think, or it could just be the mouthpiece.
Yeah, now
flag comes out again.
There's a lot of extracurricular activity, and let's see what the call is, or calls.
Pretty sure the first penalty is going to be a late hit.
Shelby's number 2.
Shelby's number 2, Jason.
The referee took issue with something he did at the end of the play.
Well, if that is going to be a penalty on Shelby, that would be 2 penalties that, after the play was over, that really have hurt Shelby. The first one back in the first quarter, I think on Hoggerfield, after he'd made a play. Right now, the officials have allowed both teams to make their way over to the sidelines, and coaches right now are talking to both sides about we got to keep our cool here. Can't be overreacting, because that was going to be a really good penalty. It's going to help Shelby. Now that's going to be kind of negated. Yeah, and this is one of those situations. All right, so it's going to be 2 unsportsmanlike conducts, 1 on Kings Mountain, 1 on Shelby, and then
So it looked like 3 penalties were called. There was a
late hit. There was a late hit, and then back-to-back unsportsmanlike penalties. So it's going to end up with offsetting penalties.
So Best ran it for 13, and then there's basically a half the distance, which ends up being about an 8-yard penalty.
After that last extra point, Kings Mountain coach told his players they had some momentum and they needed to be walking away from situations like this.
Thanks, Jason, and Jason Saint, our sideline reporter here tonight. We'll try to keep him getting us in the know of things, so to speak. Shelby 1st and goal at the Kings Mountain 8. And hand off to Fuller. Nowhere to go. He's going to lose about 4. So that play didn't fool anybody again. Shelby's, for some reason, when they've gotten down inside the 10, Kings Mountain has been all in their playbook tonight.
Steve, you're standing. I can't see. All right, there's a penalty down. I'm not sure who it is, and it looks like it's in the area where it's going to be a holding penalty, and it really hurts you when you have a 4-yard loss and you held on top of it.
Chop block.
Chop block. That's a 15-yard penalty.
So twice Shelby's been inside the 10, 1st and goal. Twice they've had 15 yards worth of penalties. Actually, last time they had, Jeff, a 13-yarder and a 5, so they had 18 yards worth of penalties. Now 15 yards worth of penalties. And that's going to back it up to the 20.
So first and goal from the 26-yard line.
So that's a loss of 3 and the 15-yard penalty. First and goal from the 26 of Kings Mountain.
Well, you got to take 2 or 3 plays to get this. You don't have to score on one play.
Best to throw. And he airs it out. He's got a man. It's caught at 3 into the end zone. Touchdown. Giovanni Daly. And they did get it in one play.
But what do I know?
And Shelby back in it with a 26-yard touchdown reception by Giovanni Daly from Isaiah Best, and that was good protection, but really Best, that's the first time he's really stepped up in the pocket and delivered a pass with authority over the middle. Daly does what he does. He made the catch and then made a couple of guys bounce off him as he rolled into the end zone. 6:07 to play, and Caden Sheethley's on for the point after. Kick's good. Kings Mountain 21, Shelby 10, and we'll be back after this 60-second break.
At Brinkley Financial Group, financial planning is about more than investing for retirement. It's about building a relationship with money that enables you to greet whatever life throws at you with confidence and peace of mind. That relationship can begin today with a call to Brinkley Financial Group. Brinkley Financial Group is a family-run business, and they understand what all your hard work and worry is about. Start planning today with one call to Brinkley Financial Group, 704-423-9690. Brinkley Financial Group. They can only succeed when you do. It's Easy Care BOGO time at Bridges True Value in Kings Mountain. Buy 1 gallon of Easy Care Platinum or Ultra Premium Interior or Exterior Paint or Easy Care Woodsman Exterior Stain and get the second one free. Every gallon of these top quality paints and stains give you the smooth application, vibrant color, and impeccable finish you want. With BOGO savings like these, you can do twice the projects for half the price. Visit Bridges True Value today, 301 West King Street in Kings Mountain. While supplies last, certain exclusions apply. See store for details. Offer ends September 2nd.
Jammin' Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff from Silas Goss is taken, and for first time in a while, Jeff, Shelby got good coverage down there.
Yeah, that looked good. Nick Corey on the tackle, so Kings Mountain going to start on their 25-yard line. Again, 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Shelby got the touchdown. Now can they get a stop defensively, because it's been big play after big play for Kings Mountain tonight, wouldn't you say, Brent?
Yeah, and they've come up with some really good play calling, too, at the right time. Handoff to Brooks, and he gets about 5.
Yeah, a little bit more than 5. Again, I've been very impressed with the front line of Kings Mountain, both offensively and defensively. We talked last week how Shelby dominated on offense and defensive line. Kings Mountain has been dominant on both offense and defensive line tonight thus far, but still a lot of time left.
Yeah, they have, and they found some unsung heroes as well, with Shelby's main focus on pace hour. And 2nd down and 5. Reed rolls right, and they got the screen set up, but this time Shelby's on it, and it falls incomplete. Belton, the intended receiver.
Good pressure, and the ball was thrown, not a terrible throw, but thrown out to Fisher. And Fisher has one big reception for a first down tonight, but, that was thrown where if Fisher made a circus catch, it was going to be no gain. So the incomplete pass really didn't hurt, except it does stop the clock. Golden Lions would love to get a stop here and get the ball back with over 5 minutes to go. Kings Mountain has been able to throw and run tonight, though, so there's just no telling on 3rd and 5, and Shelby's going to help them out.
Into the neutral zone.
2 times Shelby has jumped. And that'll be another penalty for a first down.
1st and 10, Kings Mountain. And that was one of those plays that, Shelby could have stopped them on 3rd and 5. Jeff gotten the ball back. It's a whole new ball game, only down 11, but now you gave them new life, and let's see what Kings Mountain does with it. First and 10. They got an H-back in there now, does Kings Mountain. A little extra blocking and hand off to Brooks, and he's got a little bit of room over the right side. Gets a couple. Okay, they call it just 2 that time.
Shelby guilty of 85 yards in penalties already. Of course, Kings Mountain been guilty of 76 yards as well. Shelby's have seemed to be in just a little tougher situation. So, of course, Kings Mountain did lose a interception with a pass interference penalty.
2nd down, 8. And Reed rolls to the right.
Plenty of time.
He airs it out to the sideline, but the receiver slipped, and it goes out of bounds, incomplete.
So 3rd down and 8. Again, I've been so impressed with Kings Mountain's ability to pick up the 1st down on these 3rd and relatively long. Several games this year, teams have been in 3rd and long, and you just said, okay, as long as Shelby doesn't do something just ridiculous, they're going to have a really good chance of getting off the field. Kings Mountain has really been so dominant offensively that you never have felt particularly good about a stop, even on 3rd and 8.
3rd down, 8, and the ball towards the left hash, but not quite there. Brooks, the lone running back. They do have the H-back in. They've got a tight end in as well. And play action. Good protection. Reed rolls right. Now he gets late pressure. He's going to throw it on the run, and he's near picked off. Nick Corey jumped that one and intended for Pacehour. But nice defensive play. 4th down and 8 Mountaineers.
So for once, that 5-yard penalty by Shelby that gave Kings Mountain that 1st down didn't spell disaster, although it did allow the clock to run down another minute. 4:25 left. The fact there were 2 incomplete passes have helped the situation. So Shelby should get the ball back with decent field position. But, Kings Mountain, you never can tell. You got to be ready for a fake.
Hand in the punt, and he shanks it. Jeff is coming towards us here in the press box, and it bounces at the Kings Mountain 49 and out of bounds there.
So that's going to be a 12-yard punt.
So Shelby takes over at the Kings Mountain 49, and for the first time tonight, you hear the Shelby side of the field in the stands make some noise, Jeff.
Well, Shelby had a good drive last time they had the ball, and they just need to do the same kind of thing, short passes and take care of the football. Give Isaiah time to make a decision.
Best 1st and 10. Fuller, the running back. Best to throw. Gets pressure late, rolls right. He throws it, and it's behind the intended receiver, Husky. Husky's asking for a flag, but
yeah, where that ball is thrown, you're just not going to get that call.
And that stops the string of 3 straight completions for Bess.
Second down and 10, Shelby at the Kings Mountain 49. Still 4:12 left here in the 1st half. Shelby, a hole down 21-10. Just a few minutes ago, it was 21-3 though.
4:12 still to go here, 2nd quarter. 5-man front for the Mountaineers. Best to throw. Late pressure. He's got in the ground, and he's going down with the sack. And he had time that time, Jeff, but he just
couldn't find an open receiver.
Couldn't find the open man. 62 Robert Lipscomb with the sack, and that's a loss of about 6. And
3rd and 16.
So Shelby finds itself in 3rd and long again. That's been a theme tonight through these first 2 quarters. Big play, 3rd down 16. Ball right in the middle of the field. 3-man front this time for Kings Mountain. They've got a nickel look. Play clock's at 0, but I don't know if we're going by that.
They were having all that difficulty figuring out when to start it. I think it's just going to be taken on the field.
Play action to Fuller. All day to throw. Complete over the middle. but there's a flag down. Huskies got the first down, but there's a flag back at the Shelby 48. Came from the side, the Kings Mountain sideline.
Where that ball is, where the flag is, you think it's ineligible downfield, and that's what it's going to be.
So a first down completion to Husky is going to be reversed with the penalty, and Shelby is just shooting themselves in the foot tonight with penalties. Now a 3rd and 16 becomes a 3rd and 21.
Still 3:10 to go. Shelby's backed it up. They had it 1st and 10 on the Kings Mountain 49. Now it's 3rd down and 21 on the Shelby 40. Plenty of time for Kings Mountain if Shelby is going to turn this ball over if they're forced to punt.
Best to throw. Again, gets late pressure, steps in the pocket, and he's going to run for it, Jeff, and he's going to have to run a long way. He got some blocking. He's inside the 40. He slides down again at the 40, and he's a yard shy of the first down.
Well, gotta wonder if maybe Shelby goes for it on this one. It's going to be 4th and 1. 59 is down, but he's quickly up. That's one of the defensive ends for Kings Mountain.
And that was another close one where he slid late and the defender kind of went over top of him, and you saw some of the Shelby guys wanting the flag but not getting it. But the officials are talking here.
Yeah, I can't figure out what they're talking about.
Well, it looked like Best slid at the 40. Got to get to the 39. And he may be even just outside the 40, although I see the mark dead on.
Yeah, they're standing on the 40, but you got to wonder what they're talking about. We've got the clock stop here, 2:46 to go.
There's a penalty.
I think they're going to get the late. I think they're going to get the.
So it's a 20-yard run by Bess, and then they tacked on a 15-yard penalty.
Well, that's not a sideline warning. I think it's illegal participation. It's a 15-yard penalty.
So that gives Shelby 1st and 10 at the Kings Mountain 25.
I never saw a warning.
And I'm not sure what happened there, but weird series of events, but it would have been what looked like a 4th and 1 for Shelby. Instead, 1st and 10 at the Kings Mountain 25. Best to throw. That may be a hold and a sack. Well, no holding call, but that's a big sack. Now he was hit at the 35, and he was pushed back to the 40. Let's see where they spot it. Okay.
Going to be a 10-yard.
It was actually an excellent spot.
Oh, good night. What's that spot?
2nd down and 20.
Still 2:06, clock running. Shelby's going to have to make quick passes. Kings Mountain defense has been able to get great pressure, so they're going to have to throw it quickly.
Play action for Bess, and he's going to air it out, and there's double coverage, and he's got Mitchell and 2 Kings Mountain DBs, and it's incomplete, overthrown slightly.
Yeah, overthrown slightly, and Mitchell being hit a couple times while the ball's in the air. 3rd
down and 20, and Shelby just seems like every 3rd down is more than 10 here tonight.
Well, Shelby has only 6 first downs, and 3 of them have been due to penalty.
Just an odd kind of night for the Shelby offense from what we're used to seeing. Yet, with one big play, Shelby's right back in this ball game with 1:48 to go, 2nd quarter. Shelby's facing a big 3rd down play here.
Again, this is a situation where you don't have to get 20. You can get 10 and then you can go for it.
Bess drops back, quick over the middle, and his receiver's not looking. It's nearly picked off by 19. Belton Presley, and I'm not sure what was going on there, but his receiver never turned his head on that play. Or could have made a play on that.
4th and 20, and this is decision because turn it over on downs, Kings Mountain's got a chance to get more points and get the ball to start the second half, but it looks like Shelby's decided to go for it, and this situation where you got to get 20 yards.
Yep. A punt, make them go the length of the field with not much time, but Shelby rolling the dice here. Best to throw. Kings Mountain brings pressure. Best got nowhere to go. He's sacked at 45. That's going to be one of those few questionable calls we've seen by the coaching staff, Jeff. Punt probably pins him back inside the 15, surely inside the 20 with the length of the field to go. Now you give them a short field and a lot of momentum. And that time, Kings Mountain just bought the house and said, we're not going to give you time to make a 20-yard pass. So a promising drive after the 20-yard run by Best, and then the 15-yard penalty goes sack, incomplete pass, sack. And run up the middle is met by a slew of Shelby, but the pile is just being pushed. It's a big scrum. Now Shelby forces them back. And let's see what they give him, Jeff.
There's a 3-yard gain on that play. It's going to be second down and 7, still 1:20, clock running.
So those 2 sacks were both 10-yard variety on Best. Second down 7 after Brooks picks up 3, but now that the game clock's at a minute 2. Play action, Reed's going up top, double coverage for the Golden Lions, and it falls incomplete. Paysauer is one of those guys. Well, this whole game, Jeff, it's like the receivers are so good both ways. Every time there's a pass downfield, you're waiting for either a flag to come down because the DBs are, doing their best to keep a superstar from making a catch. And we've seen a bunch of those flags, so that one falls incomplete.
3rd and 7, 57.3 seconds left here in the first half. What's been a tremendously impressive first half of the Kings Mountain Mountaineers. It has been pretty much all Kings Mountain. When Shelby's been able to get anything going, Kings Mountain's had the big plays to stop them most of the time. So big play here. Going to be timeout, Shelby.
All right, we'll take it too. We'll be back right after this.
For all of your auto performance needs, head to Kings Mountain Auto Supply, located at 904 West Gold Street in Kings Mountain. No matter the car or truck you drive, Kings Mountain Auto Supply is what you need to keep you on the road. Talk with one of the local staff members for your hard-to-find parts at an affordable price. You get top quality and service with a smile at Kings Mountain Auto Supply, 904 West Gold Street in Kings Mountain.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are all 3 special days at Love's Fish Box in Kings Mountain. On Tuesday, it's a large whiting plate with all the trimmings for $6.99. On Wednesday, it's their flounder plate with all the trimmings for $7.99. And on Thursday, it's their 8-ounce hamburger steak plate with peppers and onions or mushroom gravy, choice of potato, slaw, or salad, and hush puppies for $5.99. Love's Fish Box, 1104 Shelby Road, Highway 74 Business West in Kings Mountain. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. till 9 p.m.
Back to live action, and Jeff, we see basically a quarterback draw.
Yeah, very good play, and it's going to be another first down, and that will be Kings Mountain can now hold to the end, and they're definitely going to try to score. There's 50.2 seconds left. Only the second first down in the second quarter for Kings Mountain. Of course, they had one big play for a touchdown.
That was just a design quarterback draw.
Yeah, you spread everybody out and then quarterback draw, and he makes a nice run for the first down. Gets about 10 on that run.
Ball first and 10 at the Shelby 48. Now Reed rolls right, plants. Now he has to roll a little bit more because Hollowfield's there and he throws it.
That's it. That's got to be intentional grounding because this is high school rules. Everybody's going to be saying, well, he threw it to the sideline, but there's no such rule as that in high school.
Well, the only guy there was Nick Stites from Shelby, within about 7 yards.
This is high school. That's intentional grounding. Well, apparently these officials thought that they were doing a college football game, because that's just a bad call, because he threw it to nobody.
2nd down and 10. Ball still at the Shelby 43. 43.8 seconds now. And Reed's going to hand it to Brooks, who stumbles forward for just a couple. And that's going to eat a little bit of clock.
So Kings Mountain could decide to go one last play and try to score. Shelby could take a timeout and force them to do something, but it would be pretty much impossible for Shelby to get this ball back. Kings Mountain's in a good position. Again, chance to score and get the ball to start the second half.
About a 2.5-yard gain, and now handoff on the end around to 13, who got one earlier in the game.
Good first down run, and that is a handoff.
All right, says Jonah Patrick on our on our sheet, but they're saying it's Luke Bishop, 17, but that was definitely 13.
Kind of makes me wonder. I guess Kings Mountain's going to take a timeout and try a field goal or a Hail Mary. Kings Mountain just took a timeout with 1.6.
All right, we'll take it 2 back after this.
For all of your auto performance needs, head to Kings Mountain Auto Supply, located at 904 West Gold Street in Kings Mountain. No matter the car or truck you drive, Kings Mountain Auto Supply is what you need to keep you on the road. Talk with one of the local staff members for your hard-to-find parts at an affordable price. You get top quality and service with a smile at Kings Mountain Auto Supply, 904 West Gold Street in Kings Mountain.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are all 3 special days at Love's Fish Box in Kings Mountain. On Tuesday, it's a large whiting plate with all the trimmings for $6.99. On Wednesday, it's their flounder plate with all the trimmings for $7.99. And on Thursday, it's their 8-ounce hamburger steak plate with peppers and onions or mushroom gravy, choice of potato, slaw, or salad, and hush puppies for $5.99. Love's Fish Box, 1104 Shelby Road, Highway 74 Business West in Kings Mountain. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. till 9 p.m.
We'll keep it right here. Shelby calls timeout after Kings Mountain lines up for a fairly long field goal, Jeff. It's going to be
a 46-yard field goal attempt. It is a long field goal, but based on the extra point that he had to kick after a 15-yard penalty, I think he's within his range.
How old is Jim Coleman? How old is Jim Coleman? 65. Heavy set ball in the back. Short hair. Well, he ain't got a lot of hair. And he's set right there where
3rd down and 6.
So what should be the last play here for the first half. The first half has been dominated by Kings Mountain.
It's a 1st and 10 play.
Does he not have one of these? Because this is ours. We need to keep this. I just gave. Oh, okay, we go.
All right, here's Browning, 46-yard field goal attempt, which should be the last play of the half, and it's got maybe just not quite enough juice as it falls short. And at halftime, Kings Mountain 21, Shelby 10. We'll take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back with our halftime show.
Enjoy the taste of the fair. This is the theme of this year's 2019 Cleveland County Fair, set for September 26th through October 6th. Come and enjoy the flavors of the fair in the best way possible, celebrating 95 years. It's fun for the whole family. Ride Offer Shows will be back with more rides than ever. Enjoy 2 big nights of the Demolition Derby, and pig racing returns this year to the Cleveland County Fair. So make plans now to bring the family out for a taste of the fair. The 2019 Cleveland County Fair, September 26th through October 6th. For more information, call 704-487-0651 or go online at clevelandcountyfair.com. When it comes to a coyote, it's time to check out West End Sales in Vail, North and South Carolina's #1 dealer. Head to West End Sales in Vail for your coyote today. Check it out. It's time for you to get ahead of the pack and get a new coyote from West End Sales in Vail. Ask about their 6-year unlimited hour warranty and a free loader with qualifying tractors. That's West End Sales, located at 110 North Highway 18 in Vail. In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your insurance agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Visit Maxwell Hamrick Insurance Agency with offices in Bowling Springs, Spindale, and Shelby. Visit the website at mbhamrickins.com. Who are you? You're not a goat. Oh, you say you feel like a goat since you didn't buy your car from Renato Auto Mall in Shelby. And now you're putting up with a bunch of bull. Don't be like my friend here. You get no bull at Renato Honda and Renato Kia at Renato Auto Mall in Shelby. 4423 East Dixon Boulevard. Don't let another dealer get your goat. Attention Kmart Pharmacy customers. You are welcome at Medical Arts Pharmacy on Grover Street in Shelby and Professional Pharmacy on East College Avenue in Bowling Springs. Bring your prescription transfers to your hometown locally owned pharmacies. All you need is your prescription bottle for your transfer. So if you've been a Kmart Pharmacy customer, you are invited to transfer your prescriptions over to Medical Arts Pharmacy, 108 Grover Street in Shelby, and Professional Pharmacy, 139 East College Avenue in Bowling Springs. Your locally owned and operated hometown pharmacies.
Buying a home can seem like a daunting task, but it's really not with Homestar Financial. With a short phone call, we can get you pre-approved. Once pre-approved, you're free to shop for the home of your dreams. At Homestar Financial, we can tell you the price or payment range that you qualify for. Your realtor will appreciate that you took the time to get pre-approved. So call me today. Let's make buying a home a dream come true. With Homestar Financial, it's quick and easy with no surprises at closing. Call today.
Welcome back into our stadium halftime show where Kings Mountain leads Shelby 21-10 on the scoreboard, Jeff, in a half that was really dominated by Kings Mountain. Shelby has to feel a little bit fortunate to be within 11 points.
Yeah, this is a game that you feel like they're down by about 5 touchdowns, but it's only 11 points. You do have to kick off to start the second half, but since early in the second quarter, Kings Mountain has not really done a whole lot. I mean, they've got some first downs, but Kings Mountain's not scored, and so it was 21-3. In fact, Kings Mountain scored with 8:05 to go here in the first half, and it was 21-3, and it was really looking bad for Shelby. And then Shelby got a touchdown, and then had a couple of drives where they couldn't get any points out of it. But it was. I agree with you. It feels like it could be worse.
Absolutely, and Shelby will have to kick off the Kings Mountain, but they're down 2 scores in a game that feels like they're down like 4. And so, a big play on defense, a turnover, a couple of big plays on offense it's a big play offense, and Shelby's only had a couple of big plays tonight. And this game could be a different story. Or if Shelby had capitalized on 2 first and goals, Jeff, where they came away with 10 points.
And they, Shelby has been their own worst enemy in a few ways. The penalties have seemed to really hurt the Golden Lions a little bit more than they've hurt Kings Mountain, and part of that's because we're used to following Shelby, and but Shelby has had big penalties 2 times that have put them for what was first and goal inside the 10 to first and goal outside the 20, and that's just tough. And of course, one time Shelby was able to score after being in that situation, but it has been a penalty-filled night. And maybe the most shocking thing of all, when it's all said and done, Kings Mountain has more penalty yards against them than Shelby. And I was shocked. Shelby has been guilty of 10 penalties for 90 yards. Kings Mountain's been guilty of only 7 penalties, but for 91 yards. And of course, one of the big differences there is that Shelby's been guilty of 3 5-yard penalties that have just really hurt them. 2 of them on offense and 2 of them on defense. One gave Kings Mountain a first down. One gave Kings Mountain what was going to be 2nd and 6 to 2nd and 1. And then the 5-yard penalty, Shelby had just converted to get a 1st and 10 inside the Kings Mountain 30, and Shelby was guilty of ineligible man downfield. And looking back, we're trying to really analyze what we've seen. The Kings Mountain front, offensively and defensively, has been the dominant force. The Golden Lion defense has had difficulty getting any pressure on the quarterback, and Shelby's been having tremendous difficulty giving Bess any time or giving the running backs any room to run.
Absolutely, and the stats, I just completed them, and we'll go over those in a minute. Not as lopsided as I actually thought, and the more I look at it, Jeff, it's going to come down to really about 2 plays that Kings Mountain made offensively that are the difference in the half.
The 85-yard busted coverage, 85-yard touchdown, and that's the difference in a 14-10 game and a 21-10 game. And but that's in the past.
Yep.
Now, the one thing that will be really interesting to see from a Shelby perspective, going into this game, the third quarter has been all Shelby. In the first 3 games, Shelby has completely dominated the third quarter. In fact, Shelby has scored 51 points in the third quarter and given up 0. And they've outscored the team 42-10 in the first quarter. Well, Shelby got really blitzed in the first quarter, and so Shelby's got that 51-0 third quarter. So let's see what we can come up with at halftime. Definitely gonna have to make some changes, and it's situations like this where I don't miss having to sit there at halftime and try to decide what you're going to do. But obviously, a couple of things jump to mind. You're not going to be able to get back there and wait 4 seconds and throw a deep pass. You're going to have to throw some short passes, and you're going to have to get some 5-yard, 7-yard gains, and because a lot of times those 5-yard, 7-yard gains can become 30-yard gains if the right guy gets his hands on it.
Another thing that the stats are going to show is Shelby hasn't really gotten the ball in the rushing game going at all either, Jeff, and we've seen, at least, let's go back to that Freedom game in week 1. Shelby really had a tough time passing the ball in the first, let's say, 5 or 6 possessions, and then they started running the ball effectively, and all of a sudden the passing game opened up. So I don't know if maybe we'll see Shelby try to establish a little bit more run to get the passing game going, or if they're going to keep going for the big juggernaut play. But the sky hasn't fallen. It's an 11-point game. You're an offense that's averaging 50 a game. So if you just say, hey, we get our averages this half, 25 points gets you in pretty good position if your defense can play well.
No doubt. Do you want me to go ahead and do the Okies Tire recap of the first half?
Absolutely.
Okay, with 9:04 left in the first quarter, Rashard Brooks of Kings Mountain had a 13-yard touchdown run, and Austin Browning had the point after touchdown. Kings Mountain led 7-0. With 2:53 left in the first quarter, Rashard Brooks had a 24-yard pass from Ethan Reed. Browning's point after made it 14-0 Kings Mountain. And with 11:48 left in the second quarter, Caden Shealy had a 37-yard field goal. That made the score 14-3. With 8:05 left in the second quarter, Quentin Davidson hauled in an 85-yard touchdown pass from Reed. Browning's point after made it 21-3. And then with 6:07 left in the first half, Giovanni Daly, 26-yard touchdown pass from Isaiah Bess. Shealy's point after, and it's 21-10, and that is the halftime score. Shelby has 6 first downs, 3 by penalty. Kings Mountain has 8 first downs, 2 by penalty. And as I mentioned earlier, Kings Mountain has been guilty of 7 penalties for 91 yards. Shelby's been guilty of 10 penalties for 90 yards. So a lot of penalties here in this first half. And there have been no turnovers. Several times it looked like we were going to have a turnover, but we hadn't had any yet.
No turnovers. Stats for tonight's ballgame first half. Danye Fuller, 3 carries, 2 yards. Omar Phillips, 2 carries, 2 yards. Isaiah Best, 7 carries, 2 yards. That factors in sack yardage, obviously. So Shelby was 6 yards on 12 carries. Passing, Best is 6 of 15 for 111 yards, 1 touchdown. Jakari Shell has 1 catch for 28 yards. Giovanni Daly has 1 catch for 26 yards and a touchdown. Camarde Husky has 1 catch for 41 yards, and Jahari Mitchell has 3 catches for 16 yards. Shelby 111 passing, 6 rushing, 117 total for Kings Mountain. Rashard Brooks, 11 carries, 55 yards. Luke Bishop, 2 carries, 12 yards. Ethan Reed, 1 carry, 9 yards. And Kobe Paysauer, 1 carry for 0 yards. Kings Mountain with 76 yards on 15 carries and 1 touchdown. Passing, Reed is 5 of 14 for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. Quentin Davidson has 1 catch for 85 yards and a touchdown. Rashard Brooks, 1 catch for 24 yards and a touchdown. Bryce Fisher, 1 catch for 9 yards, and Kobe Paceauer, 2 catches for 32 yards. So Kings Mountain 226 total to 117 for Shelby.
That's pretty much the way, the way it felt. You get rid of that 85-yard touchdown pass, and you've got, fairly close stats. Again, penalties have been a huge part of this game. You want me to go ahead, Steve agrees, give me some scores here
we'll
at
do
halftime.
some scores, and then we'll take one more break.
Freedom leads Crest 19-17. South Point leads Stuart Kramer 21-0. Burns leading Newton Conover 22-0. West Lincoln 36, East Burke 14. Chase 35, Rosman 0, Statesville 14, Concord 6, St. Stephen's 13, Fred T. Ford 7, Central Cabarrus 7, Hunter Hess 6, Watauga 21, Ashbrook 7, East Lincoln 46, East Gaston 7, South Caldwell 22, RS Central 14, and North Lincoln 35, Bessemer City 0. Thank you, Steve, for getting those scores for us.
Thank you, Steve. And we're going to take one more break here on this halftime show. And just so you know, our halftime show is sponsored by Hometown Hardware of Kings Mountain. Mountaineers lead Shelby 21-10 back after this 3-minute break.
Now's the time to buy your new Kubota from Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain. Right now, pay 0 money down. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months. Come on in now for all the details. All for good on the Kubota BX Series, the Kubota B Series, the Kubota L Series, and the Kubota MX Series tractors. Again, 0 money down and 0% APR financing for 60 months. Get your new Kubota today at Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive in Kings Mountain.
Buying a home can seem like a daunting task, but it's really not with Homestar Financial. With a short phone call, we can get you pre-approved. Once pre-approved, you're free to shop for the home of your dreams. At Homestar Financial, we can tell you the price or payment range that you qualify for. Your realtor will appreciate that you took the time to get pre-approved. So call me today. Let's make buying a home a dream come true. With Homestar Financial, it's quick and easy with no surprises at closing. Call today.
At Brinkley Financial Group, financial planning is about more than investing for retirement. It's about building a relationship with money that enables you to greet whatever life throws at you with confidence and peace of mind. That relationship can begin today with a call to Brinkley Financial Group. Brinkley Financial Group is a family-run business, and they understand what all your hard work and worry is about. Start planning today with one call to Brinkley Financial Group, 704-423-9690. Brinkley Financial Group. They can only succeed when you do. Who are you? You're not a goat. Oh, you say you feel like a goat since you didn't buy your car from Renato Auto Mall in Shelby. And now you're putting up with a bunch of bull. Don't be like my friend here. You get no bull at Renato Honda and Renato Kia at Renato Auto Mall in Shelby. 4423 East Dixon Boulevard. Don't let another dealer get your goat. It's the Summer to Drive Yamaha sales event at Full Throttle Powersports in Gastonia. Yes, it's time to get out and ride. Get up to $3,000 in customer cash and load 2.99% APR financing during this special event. And check out the new Yamaha Slingshot, the ultimate joy ride, with rebates of up to $2,500 and 2.99% APR financing for up to 60 months. So get out and ride during the Summer to Drive sales event at Full Throttle Powersports, 100 Indian Walk, exit 22 off I-85 in Lowell.
Welcome back to our halftime show, sponsored by Hometown Hardware of Kings Mountain. Kings Mountain 21, Shelby 10, Jeff. And, here we are about 2.5 minutes before kickoff. And it's Kings Mountain's in control, but Shelby clearly not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
No, definitely. It could be worse. And I think pretty quickly here in this third quarter, we're going to find out what kind of changes both squads have made, because just because it worked in the first half from Kings Mountain, Coach Lloyd and his staff, they've got some plans to make some changes in the third, fourth quarter as well. But definitely when you're down by 11 points at halftime and you've been dominated up front, you have to make some changes in what you've been doing up front. And again, one of the things, the last 2 times Shelby tried to throw a pass, so he just got 10-yard and 12-yard sacks, and you just can't hang on to the football, so you're going to have to get that thing out quickly.
Yeah, you have to, and we'll see if Shelby has made those adjustments. And, Kings Mountain always has something up their sleeve. Coach Lloyd's known for that. The first half, I wouldn't call any trick plays, Jeff, but we saw a little bit of misdirection, on that screen pass back to Brooks. That was beautifully set up.
Yeah, that screen pass was a beauty, and I couldn't help but remember 2 years ago in overtime, Kings Mountain had set up an absolutely beautiful screen, and it just was thrown short. And I think if that pass had been on target, Kings Mountain might have got the win in overtime in that game, but it was just thrown short. And so that's one that, the coaching staff says, okay, let's remember that one. Let's put that in the back pocket, and then we may get a chance to do that again. And it was a beautiful bootleg throwback to a screen, and it was a beautiful play. And Shelby had one guy over there, and Kings Mountain had 3 blockers and a receiver, and he walked into the end zone.
Beautiful play, resulted in a touchdown, and really Kings Mountain has really not looked back as they have not trailed in this game. Shelby got on the board at 14-3, but that was after Shelby had a 1st and goal at the 3, Jeff, and had to settle for a fairly long field goal of 37 yards on that drive. And then Shelby had another 1st and goal at the 8 where they did end up scoring on that drive, but it was a long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I think I just said, hey, you don't have to get it all in one play, and they got it all in one play. Of course, they did throw it to about the 12 and run it in the rest of the way, and that's the thing. You're going to have to make those throws a little bit quicker, I think.
Absolutely. Well, we're just about ready for our Jam & J's Pizza Factory second half opening kickoff, and so that's going to conclude our halftime show sponsored by Hometown Hardware of Kings Mountain. Our scoreboard sponsors tonight, Medical Arts Pharmacy and Parker Farm Service.
And we're getting ready to have our Jam & J's Pizza of Shelby kickoff. Our first down sponsor, Kings Flooring America, and our touchdown sponsor, Shelby AllCare Insurance, and our extra point field goal sponsor, West End Sales of Vail.
So Silas Goss teeing it up for that Jam & J's Pizza Factory kickoff, and we'll turn our gains down here, Kevin, see if we sound a little bit better. And here goes Silas Goss. 24 minutes to go in this one, Jeff, in a 21-10 ball game. And Shelby does something a little different on the kickoff as everybody switches sides, which I haven't seen them do before.
Kind of makes you think they're going to kick it a different direction by doing that.
So here we go. Goss has it teed up, and he makes his way towards the tee. And it's a kick, angled to the left side, taken at the 13 by Usry. He angles back to the other way, and he's got a seam, and there he goes. And he's going to be tackled all the way out to 50. And, Jeff, I don't know the answer, but Shelby's got to do something on their kickoff coverage. This is 3rd week in a row that they can't tackle anybody on the kickoff.
Yeah, it's been a definite problem for the Golden Lions the last 2 weeks, but Kings Mountain's going to start in excellent field position on Shelby 50.
And so, great starting field position here. Let's see if Kings Mountain can build on this lead. Reed comes in and calls the play in the huddle. And the Mountaineers are ready to get the second half started. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Tight end in. Brooks on the carry around the right side. Stites and Hollifield combined for a tackle after a 3-yard gain.
Yep, 3-yard gain, and that's going to be 2nd down and 7. Yeah, and just one of the differences in the first half is Kings Mountain runs a play, and it's not a particularly successful play, and it's a 3-yard gain. When Shelby's run the ball, their unsuccessful play's been about a 2-yard loss. And so, again, it's been a really good night up front for Kings Mountain.
Sure has been, and they get 3 there, and they're in the Shelby side of the 50 now at the Shelby 47. And Shelby's defense really has got to buckle down here. Showing a 5-man front, now they back off. Another handoff to Brooks on the right side. He's
got 2.
Got 2. You know, he didn't have much, but he cut it back in, Jeff, and he was close to cutting right through that wall of Shelby defenders.
Yeah, I was thinking he might take it a ways, but good tackle. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. Big play. Shelby really needs to get the offense back on the field. Kings Mountain would love to have a long drive and gets points right here.
Absolutely. It's 3rd and 5 though, and it's a good full 5. The nose is on the 45 of Shelby.
Well, Kings Mountain's done a great job of picking this up all night long.
Bishop. And a play action to Bishop, then a toss out to the left side. It's caught, and it's right at the marker.
I think Paysauer's going to get it on the nose. It's going to be a 5-yard gain to the 40, and it will be a 1st down.
And that's a tough one for the defense because that ball was in the air for so long. You feel like you got to get over there and make a play on it. And
but, you know, the play fake is what set it up because Kings Mountain's run it 2 times for 5 yards, and then the play fake, and everybody has to kind of wait to see if it's a handoff or a pass.
Well, he gets right to the 40, and it's a 1st down. So he got 5, and now the keeper by Reed around the right side as he fakes it to Brooks, and he's going to be met by Nick Stites, but the power of Reed gets 2 yards.
Yep. So it's going to be 2nd down and 8. $10-11 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Excellent drive thus far by Kings Mountain. Of course, it was set up by that 39-yard kickoff return. It's got to start on the 50-yard line.
Ball at the Shelby 38 now. 2nd and 8. Brooks remains in at running back. In motion goes Bishop. Now Reed to throw. He's got time. Airs it out to the left. There's double coverage, and it really should have maybe been picked off by Shelby, but
yeah, it was closer to one of the defensive backs. He just couldn't quite get his hips turned around to make the play on it.
Yeah, it really looked like he was still backtracking, and if he would have just planted a foot, he had that pick. But as it stands, it's a long, incomplete pass, but it does bring up 3rd and 8 for Kings Mountain.
And again, haven't you been impressed, Brent, with the ability of Kings Mountain to pick up these 8 and 6 and 9-yard 3rd downs?
Well, and it's been play calling. It hasn't just been we've outmatched you. It's been misdirection, have Shelby going one way, and then the ball goes the other way. And this time it's another. This one is just a man up, right up the gut from Brooks. Now, he did pull it out and make a pass fake, but it was just a straight handoff from Brooks. Just ran right between the tackles and got a big gain.
And that's one of those is just a fantastic fake because the quarterback did a great job of making it look like he was going to throw the ball, but he didn't have the ball. Brooks was running in the secondary untouched. 1st and 10 on the Shelby 21.
So that's the kind that just really gets on your nerves. If you're the defensive play caller, you got a 3rd and 8, and they run it between the tackles and get 17. And now Brooks on the same play, and Shelby stops it for a yard. Wish they had done that the previous play. 2nd down and 9, and Kings Mountain's down.
Shelby defensive player down on the ground. We're going to have an injury timeout.
All right, we'll take a injury timeout, and we'll be back after this 60-second break.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your insurance agent know your name? Or would you call the 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Visit Maxwell Hamrick Insurance Agency with offices in Bowling Springs, Spindale, and Shelby. Visit the website at mbhamrickins.com. 100 years of anything means a lot. And at Honda Motorcycles of Shelby, you'll find over 100 years of combined motorcycle experience. So they must be doing something right. If you're in the market for a new bike, trike, or four-wheeler or ATV, see the folks you can depend on for sales, service, and parts. That's Honda Motorcycles of Shelby, with over 100 years of combined motorcycle experience. Honda Motorcycles of Shelby, 4402 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby.
Back here at John Gamble Stadium where Kings Mountain leads Shelby 21-10. Injured Golden Lion was Malachi Hamrick, defensive end, and he gets up and trots off on his own, Jeff.
2nd down and 9. Kings Mountain with an excellent drive to start the third quarter. We're down to 8:56. Clock running. 2nd down and 9 on the Shelby 20.
And low snap, Reed pulls it up and tries the slant, but is just a little behind now. A late flag comes out from the secondary. Intended for Pay Sauer, but it was behind him.
Yeah, we're going to have illegal man downfield.
Well, do you take the penalty?
Do you make it 3rd and 9 or 2nd and 14? I think Coach Wilbanks is saying let's take the penalty.
It's another one where it's just one of those, do you take it? Because now you're giving them a couple of plays to get an extra 5, but you may have also backed them out just out of field goal range. So curious to see what this play goes. Bishop in motion, Reed rolls the opposite way, looks back left, and he airs it out towards the end zone. It's touchdown. He's got Hugh Davidson. The DB came up thinking Reed may have run out of bounds and just kind of quit, and he just lofted it over the DB. Mental mistake by the Golden Lions.
What a great throw.
And Kings Mountain with a touchdown pass on 2nd and 14. "25 yards. Was that Davidson?
Yeah.
And Shelby with a good rush, but Brownie gets good. 28-10 Kings Mountain. Back after this.
Is it time to change how your home looks? Are you ashamed to have friends over because of your old carpet or flooring? Well, then now's the time to head to Flooring America on Slater Street in Kings Mountain. Come see the new waterproof luxury vinyl plank flooring, starting at $2.99 a square foot. That's right, only $2.99 a square foot. And there are 4 colors in stock to choose from. Hit the refresh button on your home with a visit to Flooring America, 602 Slater Street in Kings Mountain, online at flooringamericakingsmountain.com. The Roundup store in Shelby is now your brand new Festool dealer in this area. Festool brings you 90 years of perfection. With Festool, your tools are always in good hands. From drills to screwdrivers to dust extraction, also sawing, routers, and more. And all with a 3-year comprehensive warranty. Buy with confidence. Buy a Festool tool today. Now available at the Roundup store, Highway 74 Bypass, East End, Shelby.
Browning's Jam & J's Pizza Factory kickoff very short. Actually bounces at the 30. Taken at the 29 by Shelby. Good head of steam, and up across the 50 goes Camarde Husky. So Kings Mountain this time.
Yeah, a mistake by Kings Mountain on the kickoff. Not been many mistakes by Kings Mountain in the kicking game.
All right,
First points Golden Lions have given up in the third quarter this year.
All right, they mark it at the 50. So Shelby starts the same place Kings Mountain started their last drive, right smack dab on the 50. 8:29 to go third quarter, 28-10 Kings Mountain. Shelby with a big wall to climb here, down 3 scores. Best to throw on first. And he goes short, and it's complete to Jakari Shell. He gets out of bounds near the first down marker.
Good throw, good catch, and again, what was it, Brent? It was a quick pass.
Yep.
First down.
Quick pass out and to the first down marker, and Shell's got his second catch of the season and of the night.
Got a Kings Mountain player at this point. I think we're going to start seeing some cramps, Brent.
All right, we'll take a break while we got the chance. We'll be back after this.
For all of your auto performance needs, head to Kings Mountain Auto Supply, located at 904 West Gold Street in Kings Mountain. No matter the car or truck you drive, Kings Mountain Auto Supply is what you need to keep you on the road. Talk with one of the local staff members for your hard-to-find parts at an affordable price. You get top quality and service with a smile at Kings Mountain Auto Supply, 904 West Gold Street in Kings Mountain.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are all 3 special days at Love's Fish Box in Kings Mountain. On Tuesday, it's a large whiting plate with all the trimmings for $6.99. On Wednesday, it's their flounder plate with all the trimmings for $7.99. And on Thursday, it's their 8-ounce hamburger steak plate with peppers and onions or mushroom gravy, choice of potato, slaw, or salad, and hush puppies for $5.99. Love's Fish Box, 1104 Shelby Road, Highway 74 Business West in Kings Mountain. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. till 9 p.m.
Number 19, Belton Presley's the injured Mountaineer. He's limping towards the Kings Mountain sideline, but appears to not be terribly injured. First and 10, Shelby after that 11-yard pass to Jakari Shell. Golden Lions at the 39 of Kings Mountain. It's not a must score, but you got to feel like Shelby's really got to get some points here. Keep this one within reach and to keep Kings Mountain from really getting the momentum. Best to throw. Steps up in the pocket, and he goes down with a sack. And he's stepping up in the pocket like he has in the past couple weeks, but the pocket's collapsing.
Yeah, great job up front by that front four, and it's really not like that Kings Mountain's not bringing the house. They're just that front four and sometimes one linebacker just doing a great job getting pressure.
5 sacks of Best tonight, no sacks for Shelby on Reed, and that's one of the big differences in the game tonight, is they have protected Reed better than Shelby's protected Best. 2nd and 15. And Best to throw. Again, taking a long time to get rid of it. There's a flag down in the secondary.
And from where that's thrown, you think it's going to be a holding penalty. It was actually a catch. It's going to be a 7-yard gain, but if it's a 10-yard penalty on Kings Mountain, you'd expect Shelby to take that and make it 2nd down. Yeah, it looks like it might be a holding penalty on Shelby on the offensive line as well. So that should be offsetting penalties.
All right, so it was about a 6-7 yard pass completion to Daly. That's going to go for naught because they're going to replay this down. 2nd and 15 from the Mountaineer 44. Shelby just made a change on the O-line. Zay Hopper came in for Max Mooney at right guard. And Best to throw. Play action to Fuller. Now he's going to step up in the pocket. He's got pressure. He throws it complete to Mitchell. And Mitchell's running after the catch. He's at the 30, the 25, and he's going to be forced out of bounds around the 24, but that's a 1st down, Golden Lions.
Again, good play by Best. Step up in the pocket and then at the last second flip it ahead for a 1st down.
See where they mark it. Line of scrimmage was the 44. Looks like it's going to be marked at the 24, which would be a 20-yard pass play. And one of the few times tonight Mitchell's had the ball in the open field.
7:25 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Shelby driving.
And play action to Fuller. Actually, Fuller carries it just for a couple. First rush of the 2nd half, and now flags come out late.
Flag comes out late. The trouble is when you're down by 18 and then a late flag comes out, you tend to think it's on the team that's behind. I hope I'm wrong.
Shelby pointing the other direction.
Dead ball, personal foul on Kings Mountain. Like I said, I hoped I was wrong, and I actually was. So that's going to be about a 11-yard penalty, maybe a 12-yard penalty. And that'll be another first down. And so Shelby has been the beneficiary of 4 first downs due to penalties by Kings Mountain. Shelby's going to have it 1st and 10 on the Kings Mountain 11. 7:08 left here in the third quarter.
Here they are. Golden Lions go again, threatening inside the 10, and they've shot themselves in the foot previously. Let's see if they can do better this time. Pass, diving, double coverage, incomplete.
Yeah, one thing nice you can say that time is he threw it to where it would be a circus catch by Mitchell or it would be an incomplete pass. But they had him bracketed, and, Bess has not had a whole lot of time to make a decision. And, again, I just keep waiting for him to start throwing maybe some little flares out in the flat, but perhaps Kings Mountain's got that covered as well.
Well, what it seems to be is, with Shelby's got 4 receivers that are probably 4 of the best, you've got in the state. But it just doesn't seem like they've had anybody running wide open that Bess has gotten a hold of yet tonight. Best to pass on second down, rolls left, guns it over the middle.
Caught.
Touchdown, Golden Lions. I believe it's
Giovanni Daly.
Giovanni Daly. 12 yards.
I think it was 11.
11-yard touchdown catch for Giovanni Daly. And that was in a crowd of players, Jeff. I couldn't even tell who caught it. I thought maybe one of the Kings Mountain guys had knocked it down, but Daly's got it for the 11-yard touchdown, and Shelby draws back within 28-16, pending this Shealy point after attempt. It's a low snap, and Stites does a good job to get it down, and Shealy puts it through. 28-17, Kings Mountain. We'll be back after this.
Shelby Hardware wants to take this time to welcome their new employees. First, we have Sales Associate Savannah Dockery.
Hi, this is Savannah Dockery. I'm the new Sales Associate at Shelby Hardware. Come and see me.
Next, we'll go back in the shop where we'll find Pat Rowe.
This is Pat Rowe at Shelby Hardware. I want to invite everybody out, my friends and family, to get your Echo products and all your lawn and garden products repaired and your hardware needs.
And be sure to shop their Super Saturday table, filled with big sale items each and every Saturday. That's Shelby Hardware, 506 South Lafayette Street in Shelby. For a good night's sleep, head to Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center in Shelby. Visit their showroom featuring Sealy and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. From twin to twin XL, from full to queen, and from king to California king. There's one that will help you feel completely rested when the sun comes up tomorrow morning. Ask about special summer sale down pricing now. Relax and rest comfortable tonight with a new Sealy or Tempur-Pedic mattress from Hendrick Appliance and Mattress Center, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Online at hendrickappliance.com.
Jammin' Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff for the Golden Lions. Goss kicks a low one, bounces 2 or 3 times, fielded at the 8 by Ussery, and he takes it right up the middle, tackled in around the 30-31 yard line. A little bit better coverage by the Golden Lions. That touchdown sponsored by AllCare Insurance of Shelby for the Golden Lions.
So Kings Mountain will start with the ball on their 30-yard line. Shelby defense really needs to get a stop. If Shelby defense can get a stop and Shelby offense can get a touchdown, then it's a tight game all of a sudden.
As it stands, 28-17 Mountaineers, and Shelby defense has only held it on a couple of occasions tonight. See if they can get a good stop here. Hand off to Brooks, right side. He gets through, and it's from the secondary. Giovanni Daly having to come up and make the tackle.
9-yard gain. Great gain, and that means second and less than 1, actually. And, gosh, what can you not call on this one, Brent?
You can't call a
so many options.
So Brooks for 9 more. He's been a workhorse tonight. That's his, by my stats, that's his 16th carry.
And what a good job he's done.
Shotgun, and there's Brooks again. He's got the first down and another 5 on top of that. Up to the 45.
11th first down of the night for Kings Mountain. Again, our first downs sponsored by Kings Flooring America. Mountaineers on their own 45-yard line, 5:50 and clock running left here in the third quarter.
How about this stat? Shelby 0 tackles for loss tonight. 0. That's hard to believe on a team that averages about 12 a game. There's Brooks again, and he got just the line of scrimmage, but again, not a 0. Or not a negative, it's just a 0.
Second down and 10. Second down and 10s have been few and far between for Kings Mountain. They've been getting yardage on first down and then putting themselves in third and medium, and they've picked them up when they've gotten that third and medium.
Just the third time Shelby stopped them for no gain. Once was the end around to Pacehour. And now play action, quick hitter over the middle, and it's just dropped by Fisher. That was a big gainer.
Just a little bit high, and it bounced off Fisher's hands. Third and 10.
I tell you, that's one that Fisher would normally catch. And Brent, it's one that Shelby's had trouble with.
Brent, how impressed have you been with Ethan Reed tonight? I mean, how cool under pressure, making good decisions. And on that last series, they were trying to throw the ball back to the left side, and he runs out, and it looks like he's going to run out of bounds. And in the last second, he throws a perfect touchdown pass. So I've been really impressed with that junior quarterback for Kings Mountain.
Absolutely. Big play, third down 10, and flags come down pre-snap.
Yeah, that was one of those that didn't look quite right to begin with, and so you think it's going to be a false start, but just not sure.
And it is.
Dead ball, false start.
Well, that backs it up to the Kings Mountain 40, and on 3rd and 15, Golden Lions really need to come up with a stop here.
Again, I don't know if it's true, but it seems like Kings Mountain's been converting on these 3rd and 15s and 3rd and 16s.
What it seems like, again, they've come up with the perfect play call where they've gotten Shelby going one way and sneak somebody out.
And not only the perfect play call, but then they've executed
it. Absolutely. And now Reed's got time. He's going to air it out. He's got one-on-one. He's going to pick it up. If Pacehour can land inbounds, I don't know that he did. I tell you, that's one of those on the Shelby sideline where it looked like if he came in inbounds, that was a heck of a catch. And they're saying he did, but
well,
that coach and Shelby sideline's not real happy with that.
Well, it's a heck of a catch to catch it. And we can't see from where we are if he was inbounds or not. But, again, they've converted it.
That's going to be maybe that play, the straw that breaks the camel's back, as they put it, Jeff. You got 3rd and 15, and then you complete something like that.
Well, we've been talking all night about throw that thing up and let your playmakers make a play, but it was a great catch because the ball was caught. The only question was, is he in bounds or not? And the official said he was, and that's really all that matters. Again, great throw, great catch, first down for Kings Mountain, and once again, they converted on a 3rd and long.
And the ball all the way down at the Shelby 33. Brooks gets the carry, not much, if anything.
Yeah, I think he's going to have no gain. Second down and 10. 4:40 left here in the 3rd quarter. Shelby still looking at an 11-point deficit. That 11-point deficit's been in place for quite some time. Of course, it got up to 18, then back to 11. So, again, so impressed with Kings Mountain's ability to pick up yardage on 3rd and long tonight.
In a situation where typically Shelby's going to bring a lot of heat, they have not gotten any pressure on Reed tonight. Now Reed rolls right. And pass is caught by Ussery. He breaks the tackle. He's inside the 10, inside the 5. Touchdown, Ussery. And Shelby just can't stop the Mountaineers tonight. Touchdown, Kings Mountain. $33 yards from Reed to Ussery, and with 4:01 to go, Mountaineers have doubled up the Golden Lions, 34-17. Browning's point after can more than double this score, and it's up and it's good. 35-17 Mountaineers. Back after this.
Buy from the originator, not the imitator. Before you buy your next set of tires, check around and compare, and you'll find the best prices at Okies Tire and Recap in Shelby. With name brands like Goodyear, Mastercraft, Michelin, Yokohama, Firestone, GT Radio, Dura, and more. Plus, Okies has used tires too, and road service is available, and they'll rotate and balance your tires for the lifetime of your tire. Okies Tire and Recapping, 800 West Warren Street in Shelby, Cleveland County's hometown dealer for over 39 years. Don't get buried in debt this fall. Basic Finance in Shelby has the cash you need. Drop by their office and see them soon. They'll have you jumping for joy. Maybe you need cash for a new mower, a new car, or home improvement. Basic Finance in Shelby has the cash you need. Just call 704-481-0111 or drop by their office at 306 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Again, get approval today. Call 704-481-0111 for Basic Finance Company. Remember, golf on Saturday, church on Sunday.
Jamma J's Pizza Factory kickoff by Austin Browning. It's sort of an onside kick.
He fell down as he was going to kick it.
I'm blocked by this little pole. It was basically looked like an onside kick from my view, and Kings Mountain saying they got it, but officials say Shelby's got it at the 42.
Man, I really think he kind of lost his footing when he went to kick it.
Touchdown, sponsored by Flooring America. 33-yard pass from Reed to Ussery. Freedom leads Crest 48-38. And I don't know if I call it surprising, but what a shootout that is tonight. Golden Lions take over 42-yard line. 1st and 10, but they trail, Jeff, by 18 for the second time tonight. Best to throw on 1st down. Gets late pressure, steps up, completes it. Well, no, it's dropped. Intended for Mitchell.
Second down 10 for the Golden Lions on the 42-yard line. 3:52 left here in the third quarter.
So far a Mountaineer kind of night, but it's not over. There's still 3:52 to go third. And right now it's not a question of can Shelby score. They can score. Can they stop Kings Mountain from scoring? Second down 10 from the right hash. Best to throw again. Gets late pressure. They're going to throw a flag. Best is going to run out of bounds for about 2 yards.
But there's going to be one of those 18-yard holding penalties.
Yeah. Well, when you take 7-8 seconds to get the pass off, you're bound to get a holding call. It's not been a great night for either of the men in the trenches for the Golden Lions, Jeff. It's just been one of them nights where.
Yeah, it's been a tough night.
Yeah.
As we've said, several times, that Kings Mountain front, both sides, has been really dominant tonight. 2nd and 26 for Shelby.
16-yard penalty as it was a hold 6 yards in the backfield. Best play action, steps up in the pocket. He wants to throw it. Now he airs it out down the field, but he's overshot a receiver who's coming up limp, and that may be Shell who's coming up limp. Hopefully he didn't pull something there.
Well, he had gone out of bounds, and I don't know if he would have been eligible to come in bounds and catch that ball anyway.
3rd and 26, though, all the way back at the Shelby 26. This is going to be very difficult to make this 1st down, especially if Kings Mountain puts any pressure on Bess. And they've got a nickel package in here, maybe even a dime package. They've got 4 down linemen and 1 linebacker, 6 DBs. Best rolls right. He's got all kinds of room to run, but he's going to have to air it out, and he throws it up for grabs. And it's just overshot Shell, again, the intended receiver.
So that's one of those awful 3-and-outs when you end up losing 16 yards on the 3-and-out.
Yeah, and it's looking very grim for Shelby right now because they're down 3 scores. They're punting it away from deep in their own territory, and they really haven't been able to stop Kings Mountain without the help of some penalties tonight. Now late getting a player in on the punt team for the Golden Lions.
I still don't think they've got enough players in.
Nope, here's one more player coming out.
Shelby's going to take a timeout.
Timeout on the field, back after this.
Buying a home can seem like a daunting task, but it's really not with Homestar Financial. With a short phone call, we can get you pre-approved. Once pre-approved, you're free to shop for the home of your dreams. At Homestar Financial, we can tell you the price or payment range that you qualify for. Your realtor will appreciate that you took the time to get pre-approved. So call me today. Let's make buying a home a dream come true. With Homestar Financial, it's quick and easy with no surprises at closing. Call today.
Now's the time to buy your new Kubota from Parker Farm Service in Kings Mountain. Right now, pay 0 money down. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months. Come on in now for all the details. All for good on the Kubota BX Series, the Kubota B Series, the Kubota L Series, and the Kubota MX Series tractors. Again, 0 money down and 0% APR financing for 60 months. Get your new Kubota today at Parker Farm Service, 126 Bessie Drive in Kings Mountain.
Well, Shelby had to call a timeout there. They couldn't get men on the field. Now they're punting it away with Deshaun Christopher, and he takes a lot of time. Then he punts it away. It's going to go end over it and take a small Shelby bounce forward to the Kings Mountain 36.
Going to be a 39-yard punt with no return.
Well, at this point, Jeff, I'm just going to call it. You got to force some turnovers, or it's going to not be the ending you want if you're Shelby. Kings Mountain at the 35. They've been impressive, Jeff. But
it's been a very impressive. It's been a very impressive night by Kings Mountain.
There's a reason they're 4-0. There's a reason they're highly ranked. And on first down, I think Brooks gets the carry for maybe a no gain.
Second down and 10.
Malachi Hamrick. And that's the third straight no gain for Brooks. The problem is they've been converting in the passing game.
Yeah, it's been
here lately.
It's been those 3rd and 16s, and it has been just amazing the throws and catches that they've made.
Reed's last 3 passes, 25-yard touchdown, incomplete, 27 yards, 33-yard touchdown. And that 27 was on a 4th and 16, I believe.
And Shelby's going to help him with a 5-yard offsides. 111 penalty yards for the Golden Lions thus far tonight.
Jeff, as a
113 penalty yards for Kings Mountain.
As a former coach, do you ever see a game where you have a big game the week before and you just maybe don't have the focus you had, and you're up against a team that if you're not 100% focused, it's going to be a long night?
Well, you know, it's been a really impressive night by the Mountaineers.
Brooks around the right side gets a great blocking. He bounces it a couple of times before getting a first down. Tackle by Daly on the Kings Mountain sideline.
Nice run for a first down.
Needed 5, got 6.
Kings Flooring America first down. That's now
21st carry for Brooks.
13 first downs for Kings Mountain. 5 of them here in the 3rd quarter.
First and 10 from the 46. Hand off to Brooks. Again, maybe
we're going to see that first. Well, they're going to spot him
Yeah, he's going to lose a yard.
He's going to lose. That's the first lost yardage.
I believe that was Hollifield.
Well, they're not going to give him a lost yardage. They're going to give him the original line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. You know, Hollifield's had a pretty solid game, but his best tackle tonight, he got flagged for a, I don't know, unsportsmanlike conduct. And there hasn't been a standout on the Shelby defense tonight because Kings Mountain's just really played well. Play action. Reed gets pressure, rolls right, throws back left. Nearly caught, nearly picked on the jump by Hollifield, then nearly caught by Luke Bishop.
I thought that's the first time he looked like a young quarterback because he's running to the right and throws it back into the middle of the field, and that's just a no-no. And he darn near completed it.
I know.
It was a really nice throw.
There was a little bit of Baker Mayfield, a little bit of Pat Mahomes on that throw. Brett Favre, gunslinger. And like you said, he was that close to completing that. I'm really impressed with Reed. Really impressed with the line and the play calling. I think they've really had a great game plan tonight as Kings Mountain. 3rd and 10, though, and Shelby can stop them, and it's pass behind Davidson. Incomplete. Now Kings Mountain's probably going to need to punt this one away.
1:09 left here in the 3rd quarter.
Is this a point in the game where you bring 10 and you try to make something happen, or do you set up a return and hope Mitchell gets a big return for you? And now again, Shelby just having all kinds of personnel issues with getting guys out there. They've got 11 now. And Shelby does come. They about get there, but not quite. And Hannon gets off his best punt, takes a Shelby bounce down at the 32. Although it's, you know, there's been
did a good job getting that off because there was a lot of pressure.
It is one of them games, though, Jeff, where although it's been a game of big plays and some good play calling, it's one of those games that every play I'm looking for a yellow hanky on the ground.
Yeah, there have been a lot of penalties, no doubt about it.
And timeout.
Kings Mountain got to take a timeout.
All right, we'll take it too back after this.
Do you know what Putnam Distributor sells? Auto parts, truck parts, stuff for all sorts of equipment, plus 25 brands of motor oil, hydraulic fluids, filters, batteries, even nuts and bolts, and all at low prices. Putnam Distributors is located in downtown Patterson Springs, just 5 minutes from Kmart and the Cleveland Mall. Go south on Highway 226 or Highway 180 and just follow the signs. Putnam's prices are low on everything and for everybody. Call 704-487-9395 or visit them online at PutnamDistributors.com. Now through November 15th, get up to $500 in instant rebates with the purchase of qualified American Standard equipment from Bill Shuford Heating and Air in Shelby. But that's not all. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months. Come in or call for all the details, 704-484-0025. Again, up to $500 in instant rebates on qualified American Standard equipment and special 0% financing for up to 72 months. Bill Shuford Heating and Air, 213 Camel Street in Shelby. Online at BillShufordHVAC.com.
1st and 10, Shelby after the timeout by Kings Mountain. Best to throw. Airs it to the right, but he's they were a little crossed up on that pattern, looked like.
Yeah, it looked like Davey was running out, and he was trying to get it up, and again the dreaded penalty flag down here.
Ooh, and that one.
Where it's sometimes holding, but it's way deep. You wonder maybe it's a personal foul, roughing the passer.
Yeah, that's about 8 yards in the backfield. So
I would say the only thing that you could really say negative about Kings Mountain tonight is the number of penalties.
Yeah.
Because Shelby has picked up now 5 first downs due to penalty.
Well, that takes it all the way out to the 47 of Shelby. We're still in the 3rd quarter. There's 55.5 seconds.
But Shelby staring at an 18-point deficit.
Best gets pressure from the backside, throws it into traffic. Ussery all over him, but that was close. The flag comes out, but it comes out from the sideline, not from the back. Hold, Kings Mountain.
So yet another first down due to penalty.
That was intended for Husky.
The 12th penalty on Kings Mountain. 138 yards in penalty yardage against Kings Mountain.
Yet they lead 35-17 on our scoreboard here with 51.5 seconds left, third quarter. Shelby trying to get back in this one desperately. Best back. He's looking. Flag comes out. There's two receivers running wide open, and he throws it in between them. Falls incomplete. And
I don't think it's going to matter because
Yeah.
I think we had a holding penalty.
Wow. Right before this drive started, I said it's one of those games where every play I expect to see a flag. We've had 4 plays and 3 flags since that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just unbelievable. I mean, not only is that a hold, that's a hold.
It's the dreaded 14-yard holding penalty.
Yeah, 4 yards deep. So, you know.
The good news is it's first down. The bad news, it's 24 to go.
Well, last drive, Shelby had a 16-yard penalty, so they had, you know, second and 26. At least this time it's just first and 24. 44 seconds left here in the third quarter. And Best to throw again. Steps up in the pocket, plants, throws deep into double coverage, and way overshoots Danye Fuller, the running back. And those short passes we were hoping to see lasted about one series, Jeff. It's been all deep balls that take a long time.
So second and 24. We're still in the third quarter. This third quarter has lasted for days, Brent.
It sure has. Golden Lions with Danye Fuller out at receiver, and now Phillips has come in as a blocking back, I'm assuming, because Shelby's been pretty much throwing it every play. And they're throwing it again and again, late pressure. Best steps up, plants, but he's going to go down. He's going to go down for a sack of 3 yards. Now flags come out after the play as tempers are starting to flare up. Best's helmet's taken off again. So it's a 3-yard sack, tack on 15-yard penalty, and this is turning a big marquee game. Has really been marred by a lot of penalties and tempers lost here tonight. It's third and 42. For the Golden Lions. Kings Mountain faithful pumped up as they are ready to stop this 8-game winning streak by Shelby. Let's see, I believe it's probably going to be either Dalen Lee or we may see Jahari Mitchell at quarterback. I believe we're going to see Jahari Mitchell in at quarterback.
I think it's third and 42 now, Brent.
It is third and 42, and Jahari Mitchell in at quarterback for Shelby. He's yet to throw a pass this year. End of the third quarter. Kings Mountain 35, Shelby 17. We'll be back after this.
Every morning is different for everybody. Nate gets up for the early shift, while Brad is just getting home from the night shift. Pam runs a PR and a 5K, while Drew runs late to work. Beth proposes a road trip to her boyfriend, while Mark proposes to his girlfriend. Luckily, there's a McDonald's for every morning.
Start your morning with a rich, smooth, and freshly brewed McCafe coffee. And now, get any size for just $1 at McDonald's. Limited time offer. Price of participation may vary. A la carte only.
When it comes to flooring, there's only one name to know. Willis Flooring Shop at 2247 Kings Road, Shelby, across from Carolina Auto Glass. Specializing in flooring of all types, tile, hardwood, LVT, and carpet galore. Stop today and see their beautiful showroom. Willis Flooring also carry granite and quartz countertops, and professional installation is available. Call Greg at Willis Flooring, 980-404-0065. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30. Willis Flooring Shop, Shelby, proud to support Shelby Golden Lion football.
All right, we move to the fourth quarter here at John Gamble Stadium. Kings Mountain leads Shelby 35-17 in a statement game here by the Mountaineers. Medical Arts Pharmacy Parker Farm Service scoreboard is got 12 minutes to go for Shelby to make one last attempt here, but they face 3rd and 42 with their backup quarterback, Jahari Michelin. He's rolling right, he throws it. And
good throw. It just wasn't caught.
Intended for Giovanni Daly, but falls incomplete. Now it's 4th and 42.
That's a pretty nice throw.
Was a nice throw. Problem is, that's a long way to go for a first down. But that would have gotten maybe 20 of it back and gave you better field position for the punt. As it is, Deshaun Christopher is going to be standing back around his 11-yard line as he punts this one. Back deep for Kings Mountain. Kobe Pacehour. I don't think he's really been able to return a punt. This is a rugby style end over end that's going to roll in Shelby's favor all the way down to the Kings Mountain 35.
So it's a 40-yard punt, no return.
And Kings Mountain back on the field with an 18-point lead. And you know, Greg Lloyd and coaching staff have to be telling their players, hey, this is still Shelby. They can score in 10 seconds, you know. So I expect to see some ball control, run some clock kind of drive here with Brooks getting some carries here. And it's Brooks on first down in between the tackles. He's got a first down. And now Kings Mountain is starting to gash that Shelby front seven, Jeff, but it seems like Shelby's defense probably feels like they've been on the field all night long.
Well, yeah, they have. Shelby's had the ball about 12 minutes of the 12 minutes, and Kings Mountain's had about 24.
Yeah, so doubled up on time, and starts to take its toll in a game because this game's also lasted a long time. We're in the late hours of the night, still just into the fourth quarter, and there goes Brooks again, gets through the first line, gets 9. And now the big chunks of yards for Brooks, and we didn't really see that until all of a sudden. Now
not sure where that flag came in for.
Nine-yard run, but then an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And I'm glad, Jeff, you get to keep up with the penalty yards because I'd run out of paper by now.
153 yards of penalties against Kings Mountain. Shelby's been guilty of 140 yards of penalties.
Second down, 16. As he got a 9-yard pickup and then a 15-yard penalty. And Reed throws it complete to Pacehour on the sideline, and he's run out of bounds, and then he I don't know what they're going to call there. Pacehour was run out of bounds, and he kind of took his right arm and shoved the Shelby defender to the ground, and then a Shelby guy took offense to that. So let's see what they call. Personal foul, Shelby. A 3-yard catch by Pacehour. Then a 15-yard penalty on Shelby, and it's 1st and 10 Kings Mountain. And this is kind of getting ugly, Jeff.
Well, what they've done is they're running everybody over to their respective sidelines, trying to tell the coaches, let's get everybody calm down, because it's just been penalty after penalty after penalty. It's not been on one team either. I mean, again, Shelby has 155 yards in penalties, and Kings Mountain has 153 yards in penalties. That's 308 yards in penalties.
Unbelievable. So as the officials take a timeout to kind of calm everybody down, Kings Mountain leads 35-17 with 10:39 to go in the fourth quarter. Kings Mountain is also on the move at the Shelby 36, 1st and 10. Coming up after this, we got our post-game show here in the stadium, and then the call-in show back at the studio, where I'm sure a lot of fans will be calling in and talking about this one tonight. First and 10 Mountaineers. Game clock has started back. And we're finally getting a playoff here. Reed, handoff Brooks. Nice tackle by Cuevas Tate. Ball comes loose, but the whistle was dead. Hollifield on the tackle, along with Tate. Gain of 2.
2nd and 8.
There's a Mountaineer injured on the play. We'll take a timeout here. Back after this.
Every morning is different for everybody. Nate gets up for the early shift, while Brad is just getting home from the night shift. Pam runs a PR and a 5K, while Drew runs late to work. Beth proposes a road trip to her boyfriend, while Mark proposes to his girlfriend. Luckily, there's a McDonald's for every morning.
Start your morning with a rich, smooth, and freshly brewed McCafe coffee. And now, get any size for just $1 at McDonald's. Limited time offer. Price of participation may vary. A la carte only.
When it comes to flooring, there's only one name to know. Willis Flooring Shop at 2247 Kings Road, Shelby, across from Carolina Auto Glass. Specializing in flooring of all types, tile, hardwood, LVT, and carpet galore. Stop today and see their beautiful showroom. Willis Flooring also carry granite and quartz countertops, and professional installation is available. Call Greg at Willis Flooring, 980-404-0065. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30. Willis Flooring Shop, Shelby, proud to support Shelby Golden Lion football.
Injured Mountaineer, Jeff, is at 9?
That's Bryce Fisher.
So Fisher comes off with a little bit of help. 2-yard gain by Brooks is going to bring up 2nd and 8, and the clock's running at 9:53 to go. And Kings Mountain huddling up, content to run a little more clock. Reed has had an impressive game at quarterback tonight. And hand off to Brooks around the left side. He's got a lead blocker. Nice tackle by Malachi Hamrick.
It's going to be a 3rd down and 6, and what a fantastic job Kings Mountain's done all night long of picking up these 3rd down and 6s. I mean, it's game's kind of got a little crazy here in the last 30 minutes or so, but let's not lose sight of the fact that it's been a dominant performance by the Kings Mountain offense and the defensive front. They have done a job that I can't remember a team just off the top of my head has done such a good job turning in 3rd and 6s into 1st down. 3rd and 16s, 3rd and 24s.
And 3rd and 6 here. Reed's going up top. He's got Paysauer behind the defense. He's got it. Touchdown, Kings Mountain. Kobe Paysauer is at 33 yards, I believe. Kings Mountain hangs a 40 spot on the Golden Lions as they lead 41-17. Still 8:43 to go in this one.
Five touchdown passes for Reed tonight.
It sure is. Kick's good, 42-17. Mountaineers back after this.
Is it time to change how your home looks? Are you ashamed to have friends over because of your old carpet or flooring? Well, then now's the time to head to Flooring America on Slater Street in Kings Mountain. Come see the new waterproof luxury vinyl plank flooring starting at $2.99 a square foot. That's right, only $2.99 a square foot. And there are 4 colors in stock to choose from. Hit the refresh button on your home with a visit to Flooring America, 602 Slater Street in Kings Mountain, online at flooringamericakingsmountain.com. The Roundup store in Shelby is now your brand new Festool dealer in this area. Festool brings you 90 years of perfection. With Festool, your tools are always in good hands, from drills to screwdrivers to dust extraction, also sawing, routers, and more, and all with a 3-year comprehensive warranty. Buy with confidence. Buy a Festool tool today. Now available at the Roundup store, Highway 74 Bypass, East End, Shelby.
Flooring America touchdown pass, 37 yards. Kobe Paysauer from Ethan Reed. And the Jammin' Jay's Pizza Factory kickoff goes out of bounds by Browning. Let's see if Shelby elects to take this at the 35.
I think they will.
And Jeff Kings Mountain, not only tonight 42-17, but last night the Kings Mountain JVs defeated Shelby 48-19. This game's looking oh so much like that game last night. And on 1st down, Shelby goes to the ground for only the 2nd carry of the whole 2nd half.
2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8.
Fuller. I think Shelby's got 1 yard rushing tonight, net. Best to throw. He's going up top. He's got Daly, and I don't know what happened. Daly had it, had the man beat, hit him in the hands, and it's kind of weird. Looks like he tried to catch it one-handed. Or
I don't know if he lost it. It just looked like he didn't know where the ball was and then threw up that one hand at the last second.
Yeah. Normally that would have been 6 for Daly.
Still, it's going to be 3rd and 8. 8:05 left in the 4th quarter.
Shelby going quickly. And play action. And Bess is just stepping up, and he hits Mitchell over the middle.
Catch.
If he held on, that's a first down at the 49. And it is. It's a 12-yard reception.
Shelby has 6 first downs in the second half, 3 of them due to penalty, 3 of them due to pass. What Shelby's been able to do has been all in the air, totally one-dimensional. It's just been a great game by Kings Mountain.
Game clock continues to count down. It's at 7:37. Best play action, quick pass, complete. Shell's got it. It's going to be about a 7-yard gain. And you got to ask yourself, where's that pass been tonight? Quick, efficient, complete. For 7, second down 3. Best to throw again. Again, quick. Mitchell had it. He has popped. And that by Ussery, and that ball went 7 yards in the air backwards and luckily fell incomplete. Nice hit.
Third down and 3, 7 minutes left here in the fourth quarter.
28th pass attempt by Best tonight. It's just been a tough night for the Golden Lions. 7 minutes to go. Third down 3. Husky trying to get the play. Best to throw. Quick out. Complete to Mitchell, but I think he's going to be maybe a yard shy of the first down. Needed 3, got 2. Fourth down and 1. Tell you, Mitchell has not had a Mitchell-esque game. He's got 6 catches, Jeff, but not a whole lot after the catch. Fourth down 1. And it looks like a good full yard to go.
6:27 left.
Best to throw. Kings Mountain blitzes. Shelby tries a slant off the hands of one defender and picked off by the safety off the deflection. Of course, Jeff, it hypes you up, but they would have been better off if they been incomplete. They lost about 20 yards of field position, but they don't really care. They're up big. 25-point lead for Kings Mountain. They have held this Shelby offense coming in averaging 50 points a game to just 17 here tonight at John Gamble Stadium. 6:04 to go. Mountaineers take over on their own 25. It's Rashard Brooks, I believe. Not much.
Second 8 for the Mountaineers. Inside 6 minutes to go in this game.
And Brooks with his 27th carry of the night.
So in this 98th meeting between Shelby and Kings Mountain's going to get their 19th win. And a great win it was by Kings Mountain.
And there goes Brooks over the left side. Nice shoestring
close to
tackle.
a first down.
Tackle
really impressed with Brooks. Brooks doesn't need much, and he makes yardage when there's not a whole lot there. Good hard runner. When he is contacted, he picks up another yard or 2. Again, dominant performance by Kings Mountain tonight. You just can't say enough about him.
7 there by Brooks, and it's just been sans the penalties. Kings Mountain has played a great game here tonight.
Yeah, and Kings Mountain's played a great game, period, but the penalties are the one thing that, Coach Lloyd is going to be able to talk to them and say, hey, guys, we can't have these penalties. And that's going to be a quarterback sneak for a first down.
Reed gets 2.
16 first downs for the night for Kings Mountain. As clock's continuing to run, we're down to 4:30 remaining in this game.
No sacks and no tackles for loss by Shelby tonight. And that should tell you just how good this Kings Mountain offense is. Clock continues to run. 4:16 left. Kings Mountain 1st and 10. Can run this one down pretty far. High snap, Reed eats it, and there's your first tackle for loss.
Yeah, first tackle for loss, and it was a high snap. Reed did a good job of just eating it, because there's sometimes you can try to make a play that's not there, and you can end up with a turnover, and he's going to get a 5-yard loss. And again, it's as good a 5-yard loss as you'll see, because there just wasn't anything that was going to happen good on that one, so he just held on to it and got sacked.
Malachi Hamrick most likely will get credit for that. Maybe share it with Jack Hollifield. They were the 2 men there. Second down and 15.
$3:23 to go.
Yeah, if they keep this on the ground, they can run a lot of this clock off. Handoff to Brooks, and makes the first guy miss in the backfield, and Stites with the tackle at the 35. So
he's going to bring up 3rd and 11. And again, how many times have we seen them pick up the 3rd and long tonight?
Enough to give nightmares to Shelby coaching staff. 51-48. Crest scores with 57 seconds left. 51-48 Crest. They scored with 57 seconds left. 51-48.
Clock down to 2:40.
And game clock at 2:30 and counting. And I believe Kings Mountain's going to take a timeout. They will. We'll take one as well back after this.
I think there's still 50 seconds left.
Enjoy the taste of the fair. This is the theme of this year's 2019 Cleveland County Fair, set for September 26th through October 6th. Come and enjoy the flavors of the fair in the best way possible, celebrating 95 years. It's fun for the whole family. Ride Offer shows will be back with more rides than ever. Enjoy 2 big nights of the Demolition Derby, and pig racing returns this year to the Cleveland County Fair. So make plans now to bring the family out for a taste of the fair. The 2019 Cleveland County Fair, September 26th through October 6th. For more information, call 704-487-0651 or go online at clevelandcountyfair.com. It's the Summer to Drive Yamaha sales event at Full Throttle Powersports in Gastonia. Yes, it's time to get out and ride. Get up to $3,000 in customer cash and load 2.99% APR financing during this special event. And check out the new Yamaha Slingshot, the ultimate joyride, with rebates of up to $2,500 and 2.99% APR financing for up to 60 months. So get out and ride during the Summer to Drive sales event at Full Throttle Powersports, 100 Indian Walk, exit 22 off I-85 in Lowell.
Brooks gets the carry on 3rd and long. Jeff, he gets about 4. Can bring up 4th and 7. Good tackle by Jack Hollifield and Malachi Hamrick again.
Well, before this game, we talked about, something's got to give, and what gave was the Shelby offense tonight. It was a dominant performance by the Kings Mountain defense and the Kings Mountain offense, 42-17, and there's really nothing. That's what the score needs to be. It's not like there's any luck or anything like that in it. It's just a great game for Kings Mountain.
Hannon gets the punt off on 4th and 7. Bounces at the 41, and Shelby picks it up at the 38, but I think it had touched the out-of-bound line first. It's going to be back to the film room for the Golden Lions, Jeff. Like I said, the silver lining is this is not a league game. And I guess the other is that you don't have to face Kings Mountain again. They're in 3A. Shelby takes over at their 38. $1:29 to go till the Mountaineers can celebrate. Best goes back. He's got men all over him. He gets rid of it. It's batted away. And as good of protection as Best has had in the first 3 games, Jeff, it's been tough tonight. He's been sacked 6 times, and his completion percentage is going to be probably one of the lowest of his career.
Well, he's been under tremendous duress all night long.
Yeah. Just been tough going. Stay tuned for our in-stadium post-game show. We'll try to make it as quick as possible so you can get to the call-in show, but our post-game show sponsored by Kings Mountain Auto Supply and Homestar Mortgage of Shelby. Best to throw. It's dropped. Mitchell had it for a second. Couldn't hold on to it. Tell you what, though, when Shelby has caught it, Jeff, there's not been a lot of room to run after the catch, which is a hallmark of Shelby's passing game, is getting the ball to those guys and letting them run after the catch. Tonight it's been catch it and get hit, and sometimes get hit really hard.
Yeah, and when you can get that much pressure on the quarterback by just rushing 4, then you got 7 guys in that secondary, and you can do a lot of damage. And it's been a clinic for Kings Mountain tonight.
3rd and 10, Best to throw. Again, pressure up front. He gets rid of it. It's going deep for Husky. Just overshoots him. And it's going to be 4th and 10. The celebration is on for the Kings Mountain faithful. They deserve it. They end an 8-game losing streak to the Golden Lions in this series.
As we mentioned in the pregame, 8-game winning streak. That's been the longest. There were 4 of those, all by Shelby, and that's over now. And Kings Mountain going into next year is going to try to throw another win up to equal their longest win streak. So again, what a great game by Kings Mountain tonight. A lot to be happy about. Absolutely. As they get ready to go into their conference schedule.
They're also going to end a 15-game winning streak by the Golden Lions that started with this game last year. Punt away by Christopher is a pretty good one. It's going to take a Shelby bounce and roll dead at the 27-yard line. And Jeff, if it's going to be what I think it is, we'll probably see it 2 knees and a handshake. Hopefully some really good sportsmanship at the handshake, and then a celebration on for Kings Mountain while Shelby goes back to the film room, like I says, and says, what can we correct, and as we go into league play next week.
Yeah, like I say, it should be 2 knees, and, talk about dominance. The last 4 times Shelby had the football, punt, interception, punt.
Yeah, and that's
when that's 41 seconds in a punt, minute 20 in a punt, 2:39 in interception, 27 seconds in a punt. So
it's impressive because that's
dominance.
When you knew that you had to score too. So it was that time where they were pressing a knee by Reed, which unfortunately is going to have him lose a yard or 2, but I don't think he cares at this point. And I think one more, and so that does it here from John Gamble Stadium. Final score, Kings Mountain 42, Shelby 17. We'll take a 3-minute break. We'll be back with our Kings Mountain Auto Supply, Homestar Mortgage of Shelby post-game show. Back after this.
Is it time to change how your home looks? Are you ashamed to have friends over because of your old carpet or flooring? Well, then now's the time to head to Flooring America on Slater Street in Kings Mountain. Come see the new waterproof luxury vinyl plank flooring starting at $2.99 a square foot. That's right, only $2.99 a square foot. And there are 4 colors in stock to choose from. Hit the refresh button on your home with a visit to Flooring America, 602 Slater Street in Kings Mountain, online at flooringamericakingsmountain.com. The Roundup store in Shelby is now your brand new Festool dealer in this area. Festool brings you 90 years of perfection. With Festool, your tools are always in good hands. From drills to screwdrivers to dust extraction, also sawing, routers, and more. And all with a 3-year comprehensive warranty. Buy with confidence. Buy a Festool tool today. Now available at the Roundup store, Highway 74 Bypass, East End, Shelby.
Back to our post-game show here at Kings Mountain High School. Final score, Kings Mountain 42, Shelby 17. Jeff, it was just a dominant performance by the Mountaineers. No other way to really sugarcoat it. They won.
Yeah, it was a great game by Kings Mountain. One of those that, those coaches be happy to go back and look at that film, years from now, just think, what a great game plan we had and what a great job we did of going out and executing that game plan. And, for Shelby, it's just it's a tough pill to swallow, but in a way, you got to wonder how much fun East Gaston's going to have next week coming in first conference game with a Shelby team that's definitely going to be looking to put some points on the board. But as we said, when you and I were talking, before the game, it's a game. It's a game that can help you no matter how it turns out, because definitely now you see a myriad of things to work on, and they'll get to work on them on Monday.
Absolutely.
We'll go ahead and do the Okies tire and recap of the game. With 9:04 in the first quarter, Rashard Brooks had a 13-yard touchdown run. Austin Browning's point after, Kings Mountain led 7-0. With 2:53 left in the first quarter, Rashard Brooks had a 24-yard touchdown pass from Reed. Browning's point after made it 14-0 Kings Mountain. With 11:48 in the second quarter, Caden Shealy had a 37-yard field goal. Score was Kings Mountain 14, Shelby 3. With 8:05 left in the second quarter, Quentin Davidson, 85-yard touchdown pass from Reed. Browning's point after made it Kings Mountain 21, Shelby 3. 6:07 left in the second quarter, Giovanni Daly, 26-yard touchdown pass from Isaiah Best. Shealy's point after made it Kings Mountain 21, Shelby 10. In the third quarter, with 8:34 left, Quentin Davidson, 25-yard touchdown pass from Reed. Browning's point after touchdown made it 28-10 Kings Mountain. With 6:49 left in the third quarter, Giovanni Daly, 11-yard pass from Best. Shealy's point after made it Kings Mountain 28, Shelby 17. And then with 4:01 left in the third quarter, Ushery, 33-yard pass from Reed. Browning's point after 35-17. And then with 8:43 left in the fourth quarter, Kobe Pacehour, 33-yard touchdown pass from Reed. Reed had 6 touchdown passes by Reed tonight?
5.
5?
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, 5 touchdown passes and 1 run by Brooks.
What a night. And with Browning's extra point, that made the final Kings Mountain 42, Shelby 17. The Golden Lions had a total of 12 first downs. They were guilty of 15 penalties for 155 yards. The only blemish on fantastic Kings Mountain showing was the fact that they were guilty of 13 penalties for 153 yards. So 308 yards of penalties tonight, pretty evenly divided between the two teams. Kings Mountain had 16 first downs. There was 1 turnover. That was an interception thrown by Bess in the fourth quarter. Got our stats?
Sure do. Shelby, Danye Fuller, 5 carries, 5 yards. Omar Phillips, 2 carries, 2 yards. Isaiah Best, 9 carries, -6 yards. 16 carries, 1 yard. for Shelby. Passing best 12 of 33, 174 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Jahari Mitchell, 6 catches, 50 yards. Camardi Husky, 1 catch, 41 yards. Jakari Shell, 3 catches, 46 yards. Giovanni Daly, 2 catches, 37 yards, 2 touchdowns. So Shelby with 174 passing, 1 rushing, 175 total. So second half only had 58 yards of offense. Kings Mountain, Ethan Reed, 6 carries, 4 yards. Kobe Pacehour, 1 carry, 0 yards. Luke Bishop, 2 carries, 12 yards. Rashard Brooks, 30 carries, 141 yards, and a touchdown. So Kings Mountain had 157 yards on 39 carries. Reed was 10 of 24, 280 yards, 5 touchdowns. Usry, 1 catch, 33 yards, and a touchdown. Davidson, 2 catches, 110 yards, 2 touchdowns. Fisher, 1 catch, 9 yards. Pacehour, 6 catches, 104 yards, and a touchdown. And Brooks, 1 catch, 24 yards, and a touchdown. So that's 437 total yards of offense for Kings Mountain to the 175 for Shelby. So, like you said, Jeff, not just dominant on one side of the ball, really both sides of the ball, Kings Mountain dominated tonight.
Well, players of the game?
Absolutely.
All right, players of the game sponsored by, we have the Good Hands McDaniel Scott All-State of Shelby Good Hands Play Award.
I would say almost offensively, I would give it to Pacehour on that 3rd and 26 on the sideline over there.
That was a great catch. So Kobe Pacehour, our
Daniel
Scott All-State of Shelby Good Hands Play for the Golden Lions.
Golden Lions, I guess you'd say maybe Jakari Shell.
Yeah, he made a couple of really great plays on the sideline.
Yep.
So Jakari Shell, defensive players of the game, the Love's Fish Box of Kings Mountain and Basic Finance of Shelby. For Kings Mountain, I tell you what, there's so many people that you could talk about, but just tremendous pressure. Zach Crawford lived in the Shelby backfield and you just never could get comfortable, and so. Just right off the bat, Zach Crawford, I thought, had a great game for Kings Mountain. So how about Zach Crawford for our Love's Fish Box of Kings Mountain? Just so many other people you could have given that to.
Well, he probably caused about 4 holding penalties, too.
Yeah.
Basic Finance, defensive player of the game for Shelby. Let's go Malachi Hamrick. He seemed to be about the only guy I was calling consistently tonight. He probably ended up with several tackles on that defensive end position. Including, I think, the one time we got back there and got credited with a sack on Reed on that bad snap. So
offensive player of the game, Parker Farm Service of Kings Mountain. So many people, so many people. You've got to give the quarterback an award. It's just a matter of which one.
I think Brooks gets our offensive player of the game. 30 carries, 141 yards, and a touchdown. For Shelby, let's go with Giovanni Daly. 2 catches, 37 yards, 2 touchdowns. For the Golden Lions, and that's our Parker Farm Service of Kings Mountain Offensive Player of the Game, and our Just-in-Time Plumbing Offensive Player of the Game, and then our overall players of the game, sponsored by S&R Auto Sales. You got to go Ethan Reed.
5 touchdown passes again. What was that? What was his?
10 of 24, 280, 5 touchdowns.
And he's just a junior.
Great game there, and Shelby, Maybe Jahari Mitchell. He did have 6 catches for 50 yards, which accounted for a lot of Shelby's 175 total yards of offense tonight. Our offensive players of the game, overall players of the game, sponsored by S&R Auto Sales. With that, Jeff, looking to next week, we'll have Shelby at East Gaston. We'll be on our pregame show at Bill Schufert Heating and Air at 7 p.m. and we'll have that pregame show for you next week. Be sure to call in to the postgame show. Tell everybody how you felt about this game. Kings Mountain in a big one, 42-17 over Shelby here from John Gamble Stadium. We thank Kings Mountain High School for the hospitality here tonight and all our sponsors. We'll see you next week, 7 o'clock, Shelby and East Gaston.